Hello. Hello.
Hello, everyone. How is it going? Hello, Maria. Hello, Eraser. Hello, Ice. Maria, thank you for the gift to Eraser. You didn't have to do that. Eraser, enjoy the emotes. I hope you enjoy all the fun little emotes. I see you're already using them. At least the heart ones. I actually have no idea if that's part of the follow. I don't know if that's the right one. Or if that's part of the sub thing. But how is everyone doing? Welcome in. First, I have some big news. Huge news. I was right. I am a genius. I am the smartest person alive. I have to probably finish that sentence. Basically, Blue Archive has their monthly-ish live stream where they talk about their upcoming stuff and all that fun things. And what they also do is they give little blurbs about like designs. How did they like come up with them? Some behind the scenes things, right? And so one of the characters they talked about was Yakumo. And my theory, if you have not seen my if you were not there to witness it or have not seen the infamous stupid Yakumo's a goat short, which to be fair I didn't really go that in depth on, but I put a lot of work into that and I had to remember how to draw. But I pointed out that Yakumo is a goat. Now, this was not talked about at the live stream. However, the official artist who's drawn a bunch of the characters, this artist drew Yakumo. They drew them. And the way it kind of works, at least the way I understand it, is that they kind of give them an idea. They give the commissioner an idea, and they're like, this is what we're feeling. And then they give them a bunch of designs back and they kind of narrow it down from there. So if you translate the tweet, Yakumo seems to have strongly infused with the proletarian vibe, right? Makes sense. She's from Russia, or the Soviet Union style thing, right? Also, apparently, it's quite infused with the impressions of the editor from when I saw the Isan writing the light novels, right? So she's, you know, they said, inspired from light novel people. The idea of connecting it to goats came from the notion that editors make a living off of paper. I was right. She is inspired by goats. I am vindicated. Everyone who said I was wrong is wrong in themselves. I don't think that many people actually said I was wrong. I think most people agreed with me. But we have official confirmation from the artist. Yakumo is a goat. I'm so happy. I loved it. So yes, my life has been completed. Thank you, Brolist. I have no idea how to say your name in Korean. Or no. Oh, he's Japanese, my bad. But they have the KR, so I was confused. It's Japanese though. I apologize. But yes, thank you for making me correct. I'm so happy. I've made a lot of really dumb theories about Blue Archive. I don't think any of them have been proven. Well, a couple of them have been proven completely distrue. Or not true, but most of them are like unprovable because they're things that Blue Archive would never talk about. But this one is mine. I'm so happy. Granted, I mean, I'm not the only one to claim the comparisons. I'm not the only one to think that she was a goat. But I was so happy about this, and I needed to pass the information on that Yakumo is officially a goat. Now, when I say officially, she's not actually officially, because funny enough, here, I'll get rid of this for right now. Just because the artist believes it doesn't mean it's true. Because we've had times where the artist, I think the most famous thing is the Mari, the nun cat girl, which, yes, cat girl is what I'm gonna say. I think that's what I think on, but people always go back and forth about whether she's a dog or a cat, and the artist came out and said, I personally have always thought of her as a cat girl, but Nexon never makes a decision. They never truly decide. So Nexon, whenever it comes to animal girl or some kind of magical girl kind of thingy, magical being girl, there's never like a hard decision. So they'll never actually say she's a goat girl, essentially. But if the artist was inspired by goats, I think she's a goat girl. And I'm so happy. I'm so pleased. I've never felt this before. I've never had a theory go right. I've either had theories just go fully unanswered, like nobody ever comes back and says you were right, like the official people, or I've been proven wrong by the game. So it feels good. This is what MatPat must feel like, you know? Granted, I don't think a lot of his theories are right, because he's always guessing like insane things, you know? Well, not anymore, but you know, game theory in general. This is what it feels like to be right. It feels good. It feels good. I can't wait to make a million more incorrect theories. Although, to be fair, I didn't guess. I was asking for a fire department to be added to Blue Archive. And it is added. Granted, that was added way before any of them. Like, I didn't have any proof. I just said I want a fire department. It would be cool. But maybe I should be making more theories now. Maybe I should. But you know what I should do? I should send the Yakuma with goat horns to the artist and see what they say. And you know what I should do is I should commission someone to draw goat horns, because I suck at drawing. The goat horns I drew were just really not good. They were the best I could to follow the outlines of the hat, but I'm going to do it and see if because I don't think you could commission the guy to do it, because I think there's like copyright or something. He's probably got some kind of contract, but yeah, I just wanted everyone to know I was right for once. One of my crazy theories actually paid off. Finally, I feel vindicated. I'm still gonna keep making them. Maybe I should turn them into like full-on like mini videos. I don't think they would be like long. The thing is, like, I don't think I could make. I might be able to make some into like shorts. But some of them are like, they're too long to be shorts, but they're also not really long enough to be like full-fledged YouTube videos. Like, my biggest one I think I could do would be Blue Archive. How I have this like idea. Did I say pants? Did I say pants? Did I say that? Could you, did I? Oh, okay. I was like, oh, you said that. I was like, did I really say that? My brain really just not working that good. I could be. I was pretty sick this morning, and my brain is not firing on all cylinders today. But I have a relative. I think the biggest theory I could make would be a theory on why there are so many thugs and like gangs and stuff like that. Like, why there's so much crime committed by students in Blue Archive. There is like, it's kind of like two of my theories. Like, I kind of had like a theory about why there was so much like criminal activity, and I also have a theory about the like income for all students, like how the economics of students getting money and how that works. And then I realized that they kind of go together. That the reason, because of how the economy works, the economy creates criminal activity, and it's just, I could probably balloon that into a pretty massive video. So that one I could genuinely make, I probably could make a pretty good video on. It's just I have to put in a fair amount of work for that. But like, so most of my other ones are like really short, so maybe I should just make some shorts. Hello, Gare, welcome in. I was just talking about how I was right. Yakumo is officially a goat. I called it. The official artist has responded. Well, not responded to my thing. They just made a post about. They made a post about like, I think like 7 of their characters that they designed. They went through and just talked about like their thought process, and one of them was Yakumo, and they said, I was inspired by a goat, which means that she has goat ears, even if she doesn't have goat horns under the hat, which I still think could be there. Even if she doesn't have goat horns under the hat, the fact that they were inspired means the tail and the ears must be goats. So she's still a goat girl regardless. I think it would be awesome if she was hiding horns under the hat, but you know, at least we know she is a goat girl. So I'm just kind of celebrating that fact right now, Gare, that I think it was right. But yes. That happened today while I was at work, while I was like setting up, getting ready in the morning, and I was like, oh my gosh. I think a couple people tweeted me on my one account, and they're like, see, look, you were right. I'm like, yes, I knew it. But yeah. So yeah, that was my bright point of the day, was being right on one of my theories for once. I'm so happy. What else? I don't know. I don't have too much to talk about today. Mostly because, I mean, last time we only got 7 episodes done out of 43. So I kind of just want to get into it. Let's at least go say hi to Ibuki while we hang out. Okay. We have the Ibuk. Hello, Ibuki. Bam. All right. Let's see. I already did all my dailies, like just like last time, because I just want to hop right into it because we have so much to do. We have so much to do. So many. All right, let me get the audio at a good level here. Get audio around there, maybe? Sounds good. Okay. I'm trying to think what else. Not much. I'm also really excited for Moto Slice tomorrow. I was looking at some shorts of it. It looks so much fun. I can't wait to play it tomorrow with you guys. I'm also gonna watch Top Gun. I think I talked about it. They're having a 40th anniversary rerun of both Top Gun movies in theaters. And obviously the original Top Gun movie came out before I was born. And I'm gonna get to see it in an IMAX, dude. Oh, I cannot wait. I've never seen the original Top Gun. It's like my favorite movie of all time. They're like probably my favorite 2 movies of all time. Maybe not favorite, but no, definitely favorite. But I get to see it for the first time ever in theaters. I'm probably gonna cry. I'm going with my dad. I don't think my dad's ever seen me cry. Probably since I was a baby. I'm gonna be sobbing in a Top Gun movie. I'm so pumped. Play what now? Moto Slice. It is that was the one I was talking about last stream, which is like kind of like Shadow of the Colossus and Mirror's Edge. I keep saying that like I've played them before. Everyone keeps describing it like that. I've never played either of those games, but I believe it because everyone describes it like that. So you're just cutting up big robots with a chainsaw, and it was pretty fun when I played the demo. So I still got to get it though, but that'll be tomorrow. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. Let's record an intro. Hello everyone and welcome to the plane. My name is E2 and welcome back to Bidos Chapter 3. Part 2 of the YouTube video, not part 2 of this. This is, I don't know, this is the second video. We're starting with episode 8, all right? This is taking, it's gonna take a long time. So originally I thought this was gonna be like 4 parts, but it's probably gonna be like a lot. because we're only on episode 8 out of 43. We got a lot to go with. Last time we were learning about Yume's disappearance, and it was very, very sad. And then we literally ended the episode with Sensei getting exploded. We were just hanging out in our tower, and then Arona was like, or Plana was like, it smells like gas in here, and then the building exploded. So I'm sure we're not dead. That'd be crazy if we died here, but we'll see how the story goes. But hey, if you want to hop on, join these streams. We stream on YouTube and we stream over on Twitch. Feel free to pick your favorite platform and join us. But if not, I appreciate you sticking around here. But without further ado, let's get back into this with episode 8. I said with episode 8. There we go. Hopefully no crashes today. We'll see what happens. Is this before I died? I literally exploded last episode. A plane would not be good. Yeah, no. At least they have that decency. Although there are no planes in this universe. There are blimps, there are helicopters. They have yet to mention planes. So I've been asking for it. I haven't really been asking for it, but I've had an idea for a story revolving a Blue Archive fighter squadron at Millennium. I think it would be so cool. You could easily have fighter jets. I've thought about the implementation. It's really hard. I think I know why they haven't done it. Because how would you get a fighter jet onto the Chibi battlefield? I've figured it out, I think, but I still hope they do it someday. But I don't know. There are no planes though. They haven't mentioned any. Finishing organizing the data collected overnight. I have a general idea of what to do next is... Still on standby. Can I provide any assistance, to Amirli Sensei? Oh yeah, this is before. Okay, so this is right before I fall asleep. Ah, thank you, Plana. Where's Arona? Arona is asleep. She is what you would call a sleepyhead. Instead, you may simply count on me, the diligent one. Roasted! Thank you. In that case, if you don't mind, hand over a task to Plana. Is she actually gonna do it? Understood. The task is simple. I will complete it right away. But more importantly, you require rest, Sensei. All-nighters are detrimental to your health. I know, but there's no time. We need to go to Abydos. Understood. In that case... Abnormality detected. Oh? Plana, what's wrong? Why'd you run away? Come back! Ow! I've exploded. You could have told me to evacuate the building! Please, tell me to leave! Plana, I'm in pain now. What's this? My calculations were off. Impossible. How? What just happened? I'm fine. Explosion, but I'm fine somehow? Oh, did Plana protect me again like they did with final episode? That was a close call, Sensei. Hey, Arona, welcome. It was a train. They've had a train event. They haven't had no plane events. I'd like to be reminded of it if there was one. But there's helicopters, blimps, and trains. There was a train event. There's a lot of train events, actually. That was a close call, Sensei. I don't know. What happened? The shale building exploded. Yeah, I noticed. I noticed. I don't know. But right now, Plana... Oh, for your safety, activated emergency protection. Oh, thank you. But this is the extent. No! How does that work? Plana, no! She's all out of energy. Get me a USB-C charger now. Give me that 65-watt charger. I need it. Fast charging. Go. Never let you get hurt again, Sensei. Plana, are you okay? She'll be fine, Sensei. She overdid herself and lost consciousness, but aside from that... Oh my gosh, stop exploding the building! Ow. My consciousness is... Oh, good night. Oyasumi. Sensei is dead. Curious. That chest's defense system is strong, significantly stronger than my calculations predicted. The weapon that tore down the walls of Jericho, the Ark of the Covenant. It appears I underestimated it. Well, to be fair, it's doubled in power at least, because now Plana is here. And who knows, Plana might even be stronger than Arona. I think they're at least equal. But, so it's at least doubled in power. So that actually makes sense that you miscalculated. Bears no significance. I will adjust my calculations, my strategy, and futile. It was not after all. Second strategy, the body's limits cannot be overcome. The maxim holds true. And away from that limited body of yours, important conversations are taking place without you, Sensei. Sleep more, wake up, do as you please. It'll be much too late. Okay, so he's not actually trying to kill me. They're just trying to make me not be at the thing. Now then, shall we continue our games? I think it's because he wants us, Sensei, to suffer. I don't know. I think that's his main goal here. Sensei isn't answering. Do you think perhaps something happened? Yes, my building exploded, and now I'm in pain. Maybe they overslept? Well, we haven't been able to get a hold of them at times. They've always showed up early when we made a promise. What about Hoshino? She's not answering either. Seriously, what the heck is everyone doing? Hoshino, we need you right now. Unless Hoshino knows. The sun's risen already. I should get going. Shiroko-sensei, well, everyone's waiting. Shiroko, then Sensei, we literally see our priorities. Priorities? I appreciate being number 2. That Shiroko, she really gave me a run for my money yesterday. She's really strong. She's really getting stronger. Maybe she'll be stronger than me soon. My Shiroko used to be so adorable. But now she sure is a handful, even for this old timer. Time flies, huh? This place hasn't changed one bit. I mean, what else do you expect from abandoned ghost town? Please, sign this for me! Oh, wait, is that a flashback? No. Someone's just asking this. Just a stranger? What's going on? Oh, okay, it was a flashback. It's like, what do you mean she's just here? I mean, I think at this point you just have to tell based off of the fact that Yume is here, it's a flashback. Because Yume is no more. Also, I just noticed, Yume's halo, the inner circle, isn't that literally just the logo for Abydos? Am I dumb? Is that literally just the Abydos? No, the Abydos logo is a triangle, not a diamond. It looks so similar though. I was like, wait a minute, can you just do that? We need everyone to band together if we're gonna demand action from the corporations. Oh, sorry, not interested. What a fruitless struggle. Excuse me, if it's not too much trouble, would you sign my petition, please? It's pointless. Nephthys is leaving anyway, so what's the use of trying to improve anything, especially the environment? The environment's the only problem, right? Well, she knows helping at least. Oh, hey, you over there. Wait, please don't leave. Oh, this is the first time they met. Oh, yeah, because Hoshino was saying this is where she met Yume. so the school was already out when she joined the school. Okay. Yes, you. I recognize you. You're the new student, right? If I remember correctly, your name was Hoshino. Oh, she ran away. Huh? Is it not Hoshino? Was I wrong? Come back, Hoshino. She's not coming back. Just kidding, she is. So that's where they met. So they were both already going to this school. Okay. Dun dun dun. We're holding a presentation on increasing patrols to enhance the safety of the district. Please join us and share your views. She's still here. Here you go. Please take this flyer. It's you again. Ah, Hoshino, hi. Oh, she's trying. She's trying her best. Don't go. Please just wait for a second. I wanted to talk to you. Huh? Oh, she tripped and fell. Tisk. Thank you. Oh, I'm honored. I've never shaken hands with a famous person before. Oh, she's famous? Famous, you know me? How could I not? You're a really powerful but very bad-tempered new student. Everyone can't stop talking about. Very bad-tempered. Sure she'd like to hear that. Well, technically it's a rumor. I started. You started? You started it? This is your fault? And after all, you were the one who got rid of the group of troublemakers terrorizing the area, right, Hoshino? Are you, what? And you made those gangs to stop fighting each other. Yep, it all really helped Abidos. So, as a student council president, I really wanted to show my gratitude. Thank you, Hoshino. You need to go home, President Yume. Shady people come out with the dark. It's not safe. It's that so? But I still have a lot I need to get done. Oh, goodbye. Wait. But how did you know my name? Well, if you're the president, I assume most people would know the president's name. Although I don't know who our student council president was, but I also didn't vote or care about it. So if, I don't know, someone like Hoshino would probably pay attention. Do I know who our student council president was? I don't even know if we had one, to be honest. It's not a big deal here in the land of Americas. Granted, I don't know how important it is in other cultures anyway. It's already so late. I haven't gotten enough signatures and I have so many flyers left to hand out. I need to finish gathering signatures here by the end of the week. That way I can start on another street next week. It does feel a little creepier when it's dark. Maybe I should listen to Hoshino and head home. It's a little late for that. Whoa. I didn't know they had robots. Helmet gangsters have robots? I thought robots were their own separate, not faction, but for security forces. Interesting. I guess helmet gangsters could have hired them. Or maybe they were, the helmet gangster was hired. Interesting. What's with this chick? Oh. What's this? Some safety patrol presentation from Abidos Student Council? Are you an Abidos student, huh? No, so that's just a rogue robot? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is this a K2SO kind of robot where they steal it from the, whoops, I don't know why that screenshotted, where they steal it from a security force and then reprogram it to be a thug? Because that would be cool. I kind of like that. Helmet Gangsters reprogramming a robot to work for them? Because I don't think I've seen Helmet, I could just be wrong, but that'd be crazy. Y'all hired us and then stiffed us. Do you even know the problems you caused? Well, you see, what you gonna do, huh? There's interest now because you took long to pay up. Interest. The petition. And what's this, huh? Stop. Don't do that, please. I need to hand those out to more people tomorrow. Does it look like I care? This is perfect. I was in a horrible mood, so I think I'll take it out on you. No. Leave her alone. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, bang. Goodbye, thugs. That's still a crazy duo. I still can't believe it. Ah, Hoshino. I need to go back and look because I really didn't think Helma Gangsters had any robots. Did I or did I not tell you it's dangerous at night? Are you stupid? Do you not have ears? Sorry. The streets are crawling with lovelies. They're crawling with lovelies. With low lives. Don't you know how lawless Abydos is, especially at night? Good morning. You, what the? I'll remember your face. You'll regret this. Okay, sure we will. Sure we will. You okay, President Yume? Yes, thank you, Hoshino. Why didn't you fight back? Common thugs like them should have been easy for you. Has she fought? I guess, but trying to fix a problem with violence isn't really fixing anything. It just continues the cycle. Oh, man. If only you knew what world you lived in. Although, I have another theory. I'm not going to get into it right now, but all I'll say is it involves cosmic forces. Cosmic being. Well, I don't know if I want to call it a being or like, no, cosmic being. Why not? We'll go with the cosmic being. It's fine. All right. My theories are very normal and level-headed, but I think it's pretty cool, and it goes along with us. And if you keep resorting to fighting, soon that's the only way you'll know how to resolve conflict. I don't get it. If we don't fight, then how are we supposed to fix things? That's the question, isn't it? Anyway, go home. Those guys might come back with some friends. What were you doing out at night, Hoshino? Ah, Hoshino! Come back. Are we back in the present now? Hey, this area doesn't have a lot of sand. It's a residential petition for the environmental improvements in Abydos. You need everyone to band together if we're going to demand action from the corporations. Signatures for environmental improvements. Hoshino, what are you doing here? Bodyguard. Isn't it obvious those thugs from yesterday might try to get revenge? You want to protect me? No, I'm using bait to lure them out. Roasted, no. Come on, Yume. Me? Yes. The Abydos Student Council has a ton of enemies. And since you're the Student Council president, you're the bait. Huge bait. Ouch. Was that a comment on her weight? How dare. Really now. I think you're being dishonest, Hoshino. It's written all over your adorable face. Somewhere deep down, you're worried about me. Oh, look at the smug Yume. That's cute. Also, I just noticed the size of her ahoge. Look at it. Massive ahoge. Longer than her face. I love it. You're reading it wrong, then. And who's adorable anyway? Well, you might always be scowling and trying to look scary, but you're just putting on an act, aren't you? I can see the real you behind that scowl. It's much more, how do I say this? Adorable, cute, sweet. What are you even saying? If you keep spouting nonsense, I'll leave you here. Thanks, Hoshino. It's comforting to have a strong, dependable junior like you around. Don't you have work to get to, President? I'll help you out with your student council work just this once. President feels so stuffy. What about Miss Yume? Oh, just Yume would make me even happier. Are you listening to me? No, she is not. But she is listening, and that's the point. Hey, a short episode. We got ourselves a short episode. Maybe they're like all like mixed in length, so maybe it'll balance itself out. Abydos Student Council 2. District Sector 35-9. There's nothing here, Yume. No luck here either. Another failure. Oh, good night. I'm sorry, Hoshino. I've been crushed by frustration and despair. This is the end. This is where it ends for me. Please get up. You're embarrassing me. I simply can't go on. Take care of yourself, Hoshino. I'll never forget everything you did for me. Will you please stop? This might have been a failure, but maybe the next one successful. Success could just be a step away. There won't be anything there. It's going to be the same no matter where we go. If this Abaido President's Exhibition Hall with all those valuable treasures actually existed, the previous student council members would have found it and sold everything off ages ago. I guess you're right. Oh, okay, so that's what she was looking for. She's looking for the exhibition hall, which would have a lot of money in it. Maybe. Let's go back. This was a waste of time. We shouldn't have gotten excited about a fantasy treasure hunt. But you were so excited. You rushed over super fast when I told you about it. You're just back in grumpy mode because it was a dead end. No, it's more so... Anyway, you dropped your notebook. Yeah, my notebook. Phew, I almost lost your precious notebook, Hoshino. What a close call. Wait, yours? Don't associate me with that notebook. More importantly, don't lie on the floor like that again. What would people say about the student council if they saw you? They would think you're funny. They would think you are comedy gold. Yes, ma'am. Oh, a yes, ma'am. Taking orders. Look, Hoshino, it's a water bottle you can wear like a backpack. Should I get one? Ooh, I forgot about camel packs. Camelbacks? No, camelback is a camel pack, right? Yeah, camel pack. God, it's been so long since I've used them. They're so fun for hiking. They do make you look like a massive dork. But they are very, very nice. Just know that everyone... I mean, if you're a hiker or a camper, you're probably not going to get any weird looks. But like, if you tell anyone about it, I guess I'm telling you guys about it. It's very dorky. But they're nice. No way, it's too expensive for what it is. And it's going to be bulky if you need to make quick maneuvers. Oh, really? 10,000 yen, that is pricey. Yeah, that's the thing. They are stupid. For basically a plastic bag with a hose, they're so stupid expensive. It's absurd. Our money would be better spent on the ammunition. We're always short on supply. That's true. I have a question. Yeah? How did you become the student council president? Not to be rude or anything, but I didn't hear any news of an election, and you're the only member of the student council to begin with. Is she also the only student, or this is before that? Don't worry. You're completely right. I didn't become president through any kind of formal procedure. Really? You see, before the previous student council left, they conducted a show of hands vote, and ta-da, I became the president. So you were voted in. You just didn't run. Huh? You became president off some raised hands? I can't think of a more informal way. What? Wait. Isn't that literally... Wait, isn't that how you elect? I guess maybe a ballot vote. But like, isn't that just one way to vote for a democracy? You know, isn't that what do you mean? How else would you? I guess she would want a ballot system. This is just a non-anonymous way to do it. Yep, I guess since Abaidos doesn't have any sort of administrative infrastructure, that's how they've been electing presidents for a while. Okay. Those people didn't care about running the student council at all. They just offloaded the dead weight onto you and ran away. But they've been doing that forever. I mean, granted, all the student council ran away, so yeah, I would say this time they absolutely just dropped this on you. But if they've been doing that forever, that's just, you know, that's just how it works. It's still an elective product. I guess it'd be more like, is it oligarch? Where it's like a group of people, so because only the student council people vote on the next student council, so like it's not like the student body votes, it's just the student council votes. So I guess that's like oligarch or whatever. I forgot what the actual term for it is. I don't know much about, given all the stuff I talk about politics, I really don't know a lot about it. It's all just vibes. No, Hoshino, it wasn't like that at all. I didn't become president by matter of convenience. I wanted it. I wanted to be president. Really? Really. I thought I might be better equipped to protect Abydos if I had more authority and responsibility. Okay. Although now that I'm thinking about it, becoming president didn't exactly give me all that much power, But I worked hard in my own way to prepare for the position. Prepare? Ta-da! The official Abydos Student Council President Notebook! I like the banana bird. What was that big sigh, Hoshino? Believe it or not, I'm being super serious. I've been keeping a daily activity log. You're telling me this 150 yen kitty notebook is your preparation? It's not just the kitty notebook. I told you, it's the official Abydos Student Council President Notebook. So these days, it reads more like a diary. It could be helpful. Don't make that disapproving face. It doesn't change how I feel. And one day, this precious log will be yours, Hoshino. No way, not in a million years. Oh man, I think that's what she's looking for. Because I remember she's searched the entire building. I assume she's looking for this. But why not? Right, you're not even an official member. I'm sorry for overstepping. Yeah, that's actually crazy. I guess maybe she's been hanging out with her for a while at this point, but like, she's not even a member. She's like, yes, you're gonna be my successor. So like, I'm not even part of the council yet. You turned down all my invitations to join the student council, but for some reason I thought you'd always be by my side. Aww. And the one time... Wait, no, that's not what I meant. I just don't like the design. Oh, really? I thought it was really cute. What about the banana is cute? We got terrible taste. Okay, what do you think is cute, Hoshino? Actually, we know what she thinks is cute. Whales. She likes whales. Maybe you're just not into fancy stuff, Hoshino. Ooh. Wait, you're just not into fancy stuff? This isn't fancy. Oh, or is it because it's not a fish? Huh? I don't like fish. What are you talking about? Oh, so she does know. Yume knows. I saw the sparkle in your eyes when we left the market looking at the whale notebook. You couldn't tear yourself away. You should know, Hoshino. Nothing escapes me. Yay! Okay, so she figured it out. That's cute. So was not. More importantly, whales aren't fish. Yeah. Really? But you think they're cute anyways, right? Yume! You do like your whales. That's okay. Did you find it? Yume. Ah, Hoshino. What are you spacing out for? We gotta hurry and finish this thing so we can head back. The temperature in this area drops fast when the sun goes down. Look over there, Hoshino. Isn't Abydos' night sky just so bright? It's because we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's no light pollution from the city to dull the view of the stars. I will say, that's awesome. I've seen it twice. Well, I've seen it a couple times, but like in 2 locations. One is actually pretty much near me. Up north is what I'll say for privacy locations. It was so clear that you can see the arm of the Milky Way going across the sky. It looks like just like a cloud of like stars, like a stripe across the sky. It's unreal. Like you can see it in pictures, like, but seeing it in real life, you're just like, whoa, that's it. That's the Milky Way. It's so cool. But I've only been able to see that in 2 locations. Obviously there's tons of locations, but 2 locations I've specifically been. But yeah, it's really cool. Find yourself a location with no light pollution and just look up at the stars. It's something to behold. I see. More importantly than stargazing, redirect your attention to the ground. We need to find the citizen's lost item and get back home. According to their information, it should be somewhere around here. Jeez, why are you always accepting these pain in the butt requests? Well, because it's wrong to turn away someone in need of help, isn't it? The wind's picking up. Oh, windstorms. Those are terrible. Oh, Hoshino, it's a sandstorm. We need to leave right now. Oh man, it's just like Wall-E. The way back. The compass, where? I forgot to bring the compass again. Again? I even reminded you to pack it. We're screwed if we get lost in this desert. I know, I'm sorry. It's okay, I had a feeling, so I brought one. Wow, you're the best, Hoshino. My amazing, dependable... There's no time for compliments. Run, hurry. Yeah, sandstorms are super dangerous. We've all seen Wall-E. I want to rewatch that movie. Speaking of stars and sandstorms, that movie has both. All right, we also have our first ad break coming up here. Hope you've had some fun and entertaining ads. I'll fill you in with what you can shout on after you get back. All right. I really can't get a hold of Sensei or Hoshino. How long do we have to wait here? Can you hand me my welding rod, Serika? Your welding rod. What? Nonomi and Shiroko got bored of waiting and wandered off. What are you guys building? Also, Ayane's handy with a welder? I don't doubt it, but I've never thought of that. Hammer, please, Serika. The former student council president, what happened to her? I wonder. Hoshino really didn't want to talk about it. Oh my gosh. It's also super loud. It's been so loud, I apologize. Does your back hurt, Ayane? It's okay. During times like these, keeping my hands busy helps me clear my head. Clear your head? Serika. Let's break into the student council room. Ooh, we're breaking in. Huh? You sound like Shiroko right now. Isn't that a classroom they use for the storage? It's always locked. There has to be answers about the student council president there. Probably, but Hoshino might get mad, so maybe we should ask her. If it was just a regular storage room, it wouldn't be locked up the way it is. We've regarded it as Hoshino's personal storage and left it alone, but if there was nothing to hide, it wouldn't be locked up. Yes, we have no choice. We need to go see. All right, we're gonna go commit a crime. It's not really a crime. I guess it is a crime. Wait, Ayane! Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet. I guess I'm here. Huh? Why is the water cloud inside? Or outside? Uh-oh, Ayane must be real mad. I guess I should stop dilly-dallying before I get in more trouble. We're here, Hoshino, the brand new Abydos. Oh, more flashbacks. You can mark it that way, but you're just being forced into one of Abydos' annexes. You're not wrong there, man. I'm so... This would have killed as an anime, dude. I'm just thinking of like what you could do from like a filmmaker standpoint. I'm not a filmmaker, by the way. I just watch movies. Okay, I just want to make that clear. I'm not like that. But like, think about like there are 3 timelines happening. Granted, we have not popped into the 3rd timeline in a while, but we have main timeline, we have the Yume timeline, and then we have in between Yume and present day. Like, imagine how they could play off of each other, swapping back between, fading in between them, having them all happen at the dude. Limitless possibilities. I love it. I love this. This is really awesome. But like, there's a clear limitation of it being a visual novel. And you know, it's one, it's a little hard to distinguish, but also it's like, you don't really feel it because they can never show characters from other timelines at the same time happening. Also, welcome back from ads, everybody. Hope they were fun and entertaining. I'm just talking about a theoretical, I wish this could be animated or some kind of film, because 3 timelines at the same time would be awesome in a animated / live action, you know, some kind of film thing.
because then you could have multiple characters on screen at the same time popping in and out. You know, like as Hoshino is walking up to the building in the present day, you see Yume and Hoshino already there, and then it switches into the, like, you know, oh, I'm just thinking of the possibilities. It'd be so cool, man. So cool. Granted, I mean, they would never get here because this is like so, they would have to do like 5 or 7 seasons to get here. But alas, maybe one day, you never know. You're not wrong there. Anyway, you didn't miss much. Serika and Ayane have decided to break into the student council room to see what Hoshino is hiding in there to learn about Yume. And now we are back with Yume and Hoshino in the past timeline. They are moving into the annex building. And all the other students left. It's just you and me now, Hoshino. The last students of the Abydos High School. They were gonna leave eventually anyway. I don't care about them. We can't blame the people who were just looking to ease their suffering, Hoshino. It's really the natural disaster's fault. Consider how hard it must be to leave the place they called home. Some of them for their whole lives. It doesn't matter. Not a single person decided to stay and protect Abydos, their so-called home. You did, didn't you, Hoshino? And I'm here too, right? When you put it like that way, yeah. Yep, so the last 2 students of Abydos will have each other's backs, more so than ever, right, Hoshino? I'll protect you no matter what. You never seem to mind getting hurt, but you could use me as a shield. No way. You're the weak one, so I'll protect you, Roasted. Well, you're not wrong, but it's only because you're especially strong. The senior is supposed to look out for her junior, you know. Yeah, I get it. That's why, well, I feel like I should put in more effort. Is she gonna join? Yatta! So here, take it. What is it? She's joining. A student council membership form. Now that everyone has left the school and it's just us, I'll join. Dang it, I'm in. I'm in. Sign me up. You mean it, Hoshino? You've changed your mind? I didn't change my mind. More so, I just don't have anywhere left to run. It's not about the student council. It's just being with you feels natural. I don't really see any other option than staying with you, but that doesn't mean I'll take the notebook. Oh, the hug. Wow. There aren't words to describe how happy I am, Hoshino. I'm beyond happy. Is this a dream? Or maybe a miracle? Yeah, that's it. It's definitely a miracle. Oh, man. Miracle is a big word in this universe. I can't breathe. At this rate, I might die before this miracle plays out. Wait, that's right. I can't let this moment slip by. We need to take a picture. A commemorative pic to remember this moment forever. Commemorative picture? I don't think this situation really warrants that, Yume. What are you even saying? We're celebrating. Of course we need to take a picture. Come here, Hoshino. Perfect. Next, look over here, Hoshino. Close. Too close. We're definitely touching. She just like bear hugged you. I think you're fine. Not yet. Come closer. Don't be shy. You're holding me way too tight, Yume. I'm gonna suffocate. Back off. Ta-da! Did we actually get the picture? Did we get the picture? Oh, we don't get to see the picture right now. I think they showed the picture in the anime, if I'm thinking right. I believe they did. This is our new student council office. What do you think, Hoshino? It's small. It really is, but still. This is a new beginning for the Abydos Student Council. I know it's just the 2 of us, the president and vice president right now, but someday there'll be 5 of us, maybe even 6. I actually don't know if Shiroko wants to join. I actually have no idea where I thought Shiroko Terra would actually be in this story a lot more. I assume she shows up eventually somewhere in the 43 episodes, but she's not here yet. Someday this whole place will be filled to the brim with our underclassmen and fellow members, right? Oh, now they're flashing back through everything. Oh man. Look at how messy it is. It's crazy. So they're just speed running through all of it? Wow. Okay, they're just like speed. Oh, are they now? They're speed running to after she's gone. Yep. So now she gone. Oh yeah, so this is when she locked the room. And now we're back in the present. Maybe? Yes. Excuse me. One sec, Ayane. No one really uses this room anymore, so it might be super dusty. Dun 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 dun. It's not dusty. Hmm? Not a speck of dust. I was expecting it to be a disaster in here. You're right. You're right. It appears to be pretty well maintained. Do you think it was Hoshino? For what reason would you have to keep an abandoned room clean? What up? Oh, Chiroko. Are we breaking laws? Shiroko's like, Well, that's always what she says. Whoa, Shiroko. And Nonami. Everyone's here. Wait, Shiroko and Nonami too? Are those brooms, dusters? You were the ones cleaning? Yeah, that's correct, but what are you two doing here? Nothing. I see, so everyone came to the same conclusion about the situation. If Student Council President Yume's halo was really destroyed, we need to know why. I really want to... Well, I don't really want to know how, because it's probably really depressing, but the logical side of me just wants to know how. But I feel like it's really sad, and I don't want to know. I need to know the answer, but I know the answer will kill me. Yes, I agree entirely, but have you been maintaining this room all this time? Well, yes, just here and there when it crossed my mind. I never told Hoshino. However, it appears to just be a collection of odds and ends here. There's something here. Cabinets? Ah, those. Third year Kuchinashi Yume and first year Takanashi Hoshino. Must be their lockers. They probably used it during their time as student council members. That's what I'd assume. The student council president's cabinet is empty, but Hoshino's locked. Let me try, Shiroko. Just throws a grenade at it. No, I don't like that smile. What the heck is that, Shiroko? Why is a high school girl carrying around a lockpicking set? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Consider it a hobby. Yep. It's okay. It's already open anyway. Shiroko's sad. She's like, I wanted to use it though. I wanted to lockpick. I got scared you were gonna get in trouble with Hoshino. I mean, you're already gonna be in trouble. We did still open it without her permission. I wouldn't say we're in the clear. What's inside? Weapons and equipment. A bulletproof vest. Extra sidearms. All of this equipment. They're probably Hoshino's from Hoshino's from a long time ago. They're well maintained though. That's some serious firepower. Is Hoshino gonna fight a one-woman war or something? Yes. Exactly. She was. Hi Hoshino. Checking out the drip. What up? Hoshino? Whoa, busted. Hoshino, Uh-oh. Whoa, what are you rascals up to? She's handling it pretty well. That's the thing, is she doesn't really break. I think she has come very close to, but she doesn't really break. She's not really putting on a character, but sometimes stuff just comes out. But it doesn't happen very often.
It takes a lot to push her there. And I think we are going to see it. Not right now, though. She wouldn't hurt. She wouldn't let that come to these girls. I guess, but trying to fix a problem with violence isn't really fixing anything. It just continues the cycle. And if you keep resorting to fighting, soon that's the only way you'll know how to resolve the conflict. I didn't become president by matter of convenience. I wanted it. I wanted to be president. We can't blame the people who were just looking to ease their suffering, Hoshino. It's really the natural disaster's fault. Is this a dream or maybe a miracle? Yeah, that's it. It's definitely a miracle. Back then, I was so full of rage. Here we go. It's sad time. I was angry over Abydos' state. Angry that every time you thought maybe you could relax, another sandstorm would devastate us. Angry about the unrelenting desertification, endless days without rain, the brutal cold of the desert night. The irresponsible students who abandoned Abydos, apathetic citizens, and incompetent former student council. Criminals who took advantage of the hard times, the pitiful adults. The student council president who had no sense of urgency, who kept making mistakes. But most of all myself, me, who couldn't solve anything. Oh man, classic. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to skip that line. I was so angry about everything. It's not exactly right. I believed in my rage. I thought it was this only solution. Well, I just need to grab a screenshot of that. Might use that in a thumbnail later. It's hard to find thumbnails for these. Thank you for the stretch. Mambo. Hello. Evil Hoshino. Well, not yet, Neon. Not yet. This is the story. It's technically not evil. Also, I really don't know. No spoilers if anyone knows yet, but she's not evil. Not yet. Not yet. She's just angry. Angry little girl right now. As if my strength of my anger would somehow just fix everything. Thank you for the redeem scare. Ta-da! Look, Hoshino, I finally found some of those old Abydos Oasis Festival posters. Can you believe the oasis used to be the size of a lake? Here, take it as a souvenir. It's incredible, isn't it? If we had some kind of miracle, people might start coming back here. Just imagine it. Miracles don't exist. Something like that isn't going to happen. What? Who the hell's gonna come visit some random spot in the middle of the desert? For once in your life, will you stop daydreaming? Sorry, Hoshino, it's because I'm a dummy. Talking about miracles, luck, fortune. You're the president of the Abydos Student Council. Learn to take that responsibility more seriously. Oh. No, don't rip it up. Or maybe she is evil right now, Neon. That's when that day came. That day, Yume had cooked up some trouble, and as usual, I was cleaning up the aftermath. Trouble? Something small. Some thugs had wandered into Abydos district, started a fight, and Yume went to break it up. Instead, she almost got herself kidnapped. Seriously? Oh, you guys do that all the time, though. I think from the beginning, it was a trap from the student council president for Yume. In the end, I had to intervene and dismantle the gang entirely. If I think about it, they were definitely outsiders. Anyone from Abydos would have known our student council didn't have a cent to their name anymore. We hadn't been Kavotos' financial powerhouse for a long time. Outsiders? Outsiders from Kavotos? Wait. Huh? There are more places outside of Kavotos? What do you mean? Unless you mean like true like under a rock people. What do you mean outsiders from Kavotos?
For those of you who don't, Kavotos is like the continent of Blue Archive. So there are other? That must be like a translation error or something. There's no way. I mean, I guess there could be. Transcontinental thugs. What? That must be a translation error, but I'm gonna make it fit until they disprove it. Wow, thugs from a different continent. I guess it's a country, because, well, they call them districts, not countries. I don't know. That's insane. That's insane. I was just mad that day, angry about everything, frustrated, and at the end of my rope. Like I said, it was such a small thing, but I just couldn't handle it. Occurrences like those happened all the time, but I just lost my cool that day, and I left her and went home by myself. I was just lashing out. I didn't mean anything I said. I was just going to give her the silent treatment for a few days and then come back. So I turned off my phone, lazed around for 2 days, and came back to the school, but by then Yume was gone. I'm back, Yume. Forget what happened. I'm totally over it. More importantly... Dun 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 dun. Yume? And from that day on, the search for Yume consumed me. I searched all over Abydos. Is there much description for the world Kavotos? So there is no, but there is. Somebody made a YouTube video that I've been meaning to watch. They say they've figured out the size of Kavotos. So I should see what that video is, because I haven't meant to get around to watching it. But they say they know how big it is, and I guess they like kind of have a map of it, ish. So I should see that. Sorry, Hoshino, the signal's cutting out. There was an urgent matter, so I had to cross the desert and a sandstorm. Alright, Hoshino, I'm sorry. I forgot the compass again. I wrote you a note, but I'm leaving you a message here too. Please be sure to get my notebook. I left it for you. It's at it would be easy for you to find. Hoshino, And then Yume was found in the Abydos desert 33 days later. She must have gotten stranded by a sandstorm when she was trying to cross the desert for this urgent matter. Once the storm hit, she probably strayed off the path to avoid it, but the storms changed the landscape of the desert. There was no signal out there. I had no way of making contact with her. Yes, it is on a planet. It's on an Earth-like planet. Well, I don't want to say Earth-like planet. It's on a globe. But it's on a planet. She couldn't find her way back. Causes of death were dehydration and exhaustion. Okay, so she did dehydrate and die. But why would that mean her halo's destroyed? And that's where she got her... That's where she got her shield from. Seriously. I've been looking for you for so long. Oh, so Hoshino found her. Oh, man. Yume. So Nian, it wasn't really her fault. There's reasons. There are reasons that we're getting to, for spoilers reasons I'm not saying, but also I don't fully know them yet. But no, it's not her fault. I recovered Yume's remains as well as her weapon. Okay, why are they saying remains though? Because that makes it seem like her body was like destroyed. Why would you say remains? Unless like you're implying that the halo physically broke, which would make it a I don't think the halo it disappeared. No, because does it stay there? I don't know. Once again, this could just be a localization issue or a translation issue, but I don't, the verbiage is confusing because they said Halo destroyed, which physically means that they broke it. So it got broken. And now they're saying Yume's remains. I don't know. I'm not trying to take away from the scene. This is, you know, insane, but I'm trying to figure out, you know. But anyway, I recovered Yume's remains as well as her weapon, shield, and other belongings, but I couldn't find her notebook. Well, because she said she left it in the office. I searched and searched for every hint and clue about the urgent matter and what really happened, but I couldn't find anything. Where in the world was this place she left the notebook? I tried everywhere I could think of, but it was nowhere to be found. The notebook has to have answers on what happened to her. Just why is it that I couldn't find the damned notebook? I mean, it's definitely in this room. If Nephthys was somehow involved in the student council president Yume's death, then No, it's not your fault, Nonami. You're just the daughter of the company. Yume, why? Oh no, are they back? No, they're back. This is not the time for them to return. Yikes. Oh wait, no, unless this is the meeting. The doorbell rang again. Hey, what's up? It's me. Isn't that Overseer Suo? Apologies if I startled you. I've come with the Nephthys officer for our appointment. Do you forget? Oh yeah, he was gonna come over and explain. May I come in, miss? Butler. I've come to discuss the secrets of the Trans-Desert Railway. Yes, I've been waiting. Okay. Should we get out of here? Yes, let's go to the foreclosure task force room. Mortality? I would love to, but that's the thing is I don't really know. Let's do it. Oh yeah. So basically, really quick, I guess we can just hop into the episode and just not click it. No. So basically, the Halo keeps a student immortal. It's kind of like the best explanation we have is like you will not die if you have your Halo. If the Halo is destroyed, you lose the ability to be immortal. The only thing is it takes so much power to destroy a Halo that if you can destroy a Halo, physically break it, that blast or damage is going to kill the person anyway. So like, I guess you can think of it as like a massive one-hit HP bar. You have to take it out in one big blast. However, it's also like a normal HP bar where, as you saw with Yume, if you just punish the body enough, or at least remove, like, it just runs out of power. It just cannot support it. So it's kind of just like a super powered HP bar that recharges really, really quickly, but there's a limit to it. That's the thing. They haven't really explained it. That's the most we know. We know that there is a bomb that somebody made that has the ability to destroy a Halo, but that bomb is so powerful, if it destroys a Halo, it's going to destroy the body anyway, so you would die. But I guess theoretically you could break the Halo. No, I don't think you can destroy a Halo without killing a person. But then there's also other ways to shatter a Halo through like cosmic ways, which like changes the personality and keeps them alive, aka Shiroko Terror. So essentially, if you have a Halo, it makes you immortal, but there is a limit, essentially. But that limit is so high. So that's the basic. There really isn't much more to it unless they explain more, which kind of is annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. It's pretty good. But yeah. Please sit down. Like, deprivation, important needs, food, water. Yeah, is strong enough to break it. Over the course of apparently maybe less than 33 days. But, you know, I have a feeling that it wasn't
it wasn't just dehydration and starvation. I think that's going to be the secret. Somebody else killed her. But I don't know. It could be dehydration and exhaustion. So that's the main thing, is because like they make it seem so immortal, but then Yume died by a very normal death, you know? So I believe it's kind of like, that's why I have to think of it as like an HP bar. Like maybe like if you like stop eating and drinking, your body just runs out of energy, just like you would normally if you're a human. But the halo keeps you alive, even though your body has no energy or whatever. But eventually it cannot support that and the halo just breaks, I guess. I don't know. They haven't really explained it. You just kind of have to assume that when the game tells you someone dies. Also, Yume is the only student who's died so far. So I really truly, unless they go into the past, I truly don't think a student is going to die, because personally, if Sensei is there, I feel like a student shouldn't die, because that's kind of the whole point of the game. If Sensei is there, no one dies. That's kind of the purpose. So I get a feeling that this whole mortality thing was kind of written for Yume. Technically, they came up with it for Eden Trini with Seiya, but Seiya didn't die. But Yume, I feel like they just had to write this in for Yume to not be here, because I don't think any other students can die. I mean, they can, but they won't die from a narrative standpoint, because it would go against the point of Blue Archive with Sensei being there. So, I mean, unless they kill off another student, that's the thing, is we're never going to learn more about how the Halos function unless they tell us, or unless another student dies. But I don't think another student is going to die, because I think that's the point of the game, is that if Sensei is there, nobody dies. And I don't think we can say somebody died in the past again, because we've already done it with Yume. It would feel like like a rehash if they said, well, this person also died. So yeah, I don't know. We might never get the answer, but it's also kind of not super important to the point of the story. It's just more like world building stuff that I'd like to know, but it's not really necessary. It's crazy that this immortality thing is not actually really that important to the story. But I know like Gematria and them, they're like kind of obsessed with learning the powers of that. So it's probably could come up through them if they want to figure it out. No, Sensei is just a normal human. They don't have a halo. They are just a normal human. They're not an animal person. I guess technically they could be. They don't really give a physical description, but the idea is that Sensei is a normal human. Gender not included, so self-insert. You truly can self-insert. There's a lot of, it could go anyway. I don't know if it is a human. I know it's probably not a robot because you bleed, but like technically you could be one of like the dog guys. I don't see why you couldn't be, because they don't really like mention like, oh my gosh, you're a human, so theoretically you could just be like one of them. You could be the polar bear guy. I don't know. Maybe there's nothing really stopping you from being that, because I don't think they give physical descriptions of you. So I don't know. Well, we'll have to see. Please sit down. Much appreciated. So this is the Forced Foreclosure Task Force. To think I would end up here under these circumstances. As I said yesterday, Overseer Suo is employed by Nephthys and an ally. She escorted me here after all. I'll stay out of the conversation. Excuse me for now. Okay. How long has it been? 2 years already? Have you been well, miss? Very much so, thank you. How are your funds? If you would like to exchange your current card, I can provide one with a higher limit. No, please, don't bother. I don't use it very often, actually, but I do appreciate it, thank you. I see. Now, have you any thoughts on returning? Huh? Return? Yes, we can re-enroll you at Highlander at any time, at moment's notice. Bro, after she heard what goes on at Highlander, nah. I don't want to go there. I don't think I want to go to school there.
Oh, although now I kind of want to see some fan art of Nonami in like Highlander uniforms. That'd be kind of fun. Hey, you're obviously making her uncomfortable. Yeah, get to the point. Ah, yes, well, I disagree. The line of questioning is perfectly valid. Hey, you said you would stay out of it. After all, Highlander and Nephthys were preparing to enter into an industry academy alliance at the time of Nonami's withdrawal. Her decision to remain at Abydos nearly ruined that. It did? Why? She wasn't... I guess she might be next in line to run the company, but like that shouldn't... I wonder why that would change it. It was us who had accepted Nonami's stubbornness. Had to accept Nonami's stubbornness and bear the brunt of that loss. Therefore, it isn't rude. Isn't it rude for you to treat us in this manner? Is it? How did this affect the business? Was that part of the deal? If we merge, you can have our daughter as a student? I hope that wasn't part of the merger. That doesn't seem like... I think you're just making that up. Keep it together, Shiroko. We can't cause more problems, okay? Yeah, I wasn't trying to. It matters not. If you wish, I will fight you at any time. Come. Please contain yourself, Suo. I really hope Shiroko and Suo, because they clearly want to fight each other. They're definitely going to have one of those anime scenes where they fight each other and then they realize they're like evenly matched and then become like best friends. They're like, you're a worthy opponent. And then they like kiss or something. I don't know why I went there. I don't know why I went there. I thought it would be funny. I'm going to pretend I didn't talk and just move on. My apologies, miss. I swear my intent coming here was not to force you to return. Well, yes, I think that'd be best to move on to the reason for this visit. Yes, that was it. The hidden secret of the Trans-Desert Railway. Okay, what is going on? To get straight to the point, the Trans-Desert Railway was a front for a project to make asymmetrical power weapon led by Abydos Student Council and secretly executed by Saint Nephthys. What? The Student Council? Asymmetric power weapon? You're talking about a weapon? Yes, correct. The name of that weapon is the Train Cannon Schematica. Schemata? Oh. Put a cannon on a train. Oh, I remember seeing pictures of this because I go through for the thumbnails I make for the relationship quest stories. I go through all the there's like a wiki that has every single CG in the game, which is like thousands of CGs. It's a nightmare to sort through, but to find backgrounds, and this one keeps showing up in it. Interesting. The schemata was designed to be a massive cannon, or rather a weapon fortress. It would have exceeded all conventional standards in terms of caliber, weight, range, and destructive force. The Trans-Desert Railway, stretching like a web across the vast of Abydos district, wasn't meant for freight or passenger trains, but instead a strategic explosive fortress weighing over a ton. Only a ton? Equipped with an ultra-long-range cannon capable of firing 1,200 millimeter explosive shells at ranges of 500 kilometers. Can you fathom that? Weighing over a ton is not that much. Cars are 2 tons. At least. Weighing over a ton, that's not that big of a cannon. This thing from the background, I mean, you'll see it unblurred in a while, I guess. But this is not that big of a gun. This really isn't that big of a gun. Unless it's like weighing over a ton and it's like 500 tons and they just completely undersold it. Like a German cannon. Yeah, this really isn't that big of a gun. You'll have to wait till you see it unblurred. It looks so much bigger. You don't like Hoshino anymore. How dare. How dare. You haven't even seen the rest of the story, Neon. Judging a book by its cover. It's a plan that started out with such a grandiose and delusional idea. Completion would have meant the capability to exert unimaginable amount of control over all surrounding districts. Asymmetric power. Didn't Kaya already try this with the nuke and it didn't work? Took a day to reload? Oh yeah, I remember that. I know what you're talking about, Nia. Maybe. That'd be so funny. I mean, there's just no way that it's only a ton. There's no way. That's so tiny. A weapon? That must be a translation error, or the devs just messed up. You know, they usually don't mess up. And I mean, they're not trying to be like historically accurate or realist, but that's not even like realistic, you know? A ton? That's like half the size of a car. And it's supposed to have a 500-kilometer range? Dude, that thing has to be like a battleship-sized gun. Please wait a moment. Why would Abido Student Council wish to construct something like this? Shouldn't it be obvious? It was an appealing tool meant to be used to solve the Abidos' debt problem. Tool? As I said, with such powerful weapon, Abidos could have countless avenues for profit. Perhaps not legitimate avenues, but that's hardly uncommon in Kavotos. That's Schemata. Isn't that the name of the student council president? What? That's right, the iron-fisted ruler, Schemata. Oh, her name was Schemata. I thought it was like schematic. Huh? Who's that? A legendary student council president who earned the nickname when she ended the chaotic reign of 70 rival presidents, leading Abidos to its golden age. What? 70 presidents? What? What was going on in Abidos? I want to know so much about what was going on in Abidos. What do you mean 70 presidents? What is happening? What? What, 70? While I'm not originally from Abidos, I've learned of some of its history. Abidos was one of the richest and most powerful districts in Kavotos. It's said that all other districts both feared and admired it. Their deliberate choice in name is rather interesting, isn't it? It made their intent clear. That's right, there's no better way to make money in this city than powerful weapon. Hoshino, do you mean to say that the Trans-Desert Railway was in reality Nephthys' deceitful plan to cover up the manufacturing of this weapon? So wait, they were just making one weapon? So they were just making one of... I thought it was like, okay, we're gonna make a pipeline to build a bunch of these and sell them. But like, they're just making one? No, not at all. I was not an executive, so I may not know all the details, but I can say with confidence that building the Trans-Desert Railway was not the original intent. The plan for the train cannon was a later addition. Someone suggested the cannon to the student council and as an attempt to salvage the troublesome, unprofitable project. What? No, who would do that? That, I'm afraid I do not know the answer to. The project was conducted under such secrecy. You can calm down, miss. Nothing came of the project. As she said, in the end we were tricked, scammed. We were forced to conclude that the idea itself was nothing more than a delusional fraud. The sheer size of the schemata far surpassed any weapon. Logically, there's simply no way of something of that magnitude could even function. It's really not that big. They really shot themselves in the foot, no pun intended, by calling it over a ton. Because they should have said over tons, you know, or like, I don't know, 100 tons, you know? Why did they just say a ton? That is a huge problem. That's a tiny, I mean, in the scope of like mortars and cannons, that's a tiny. That's probably the weight of an actual cannon. Hold on. That's not true. That's definitely not true. Weight of cannon. No, that's a camera. Weight of a Canon camera. Canon weapon. Weight of a cannon. A few hundred pounds. Okay. Well over 100. So like 200, 300 pounds. Okay. All right, so they can go up to 1,000 pounds. So 2 normal cannons is a ton. Just 2 of them. So I don't know. If you say over a ton, you would guess it's not 2 tons, less than 2 tons. Otherwise, you would have said 2 ton. So it's like, I don't know, man. They really messed up with that line. I'll just have to assume it was a mistake, and this is like a building-sized cannon. It has to be. It has to be. Because like otherwise I don't know, man. And that was ultimately the greatest limitation. Despite the designer's confidence, they weren't able to make the train cannon's engine run. Both we and the Abido Student Council were deceived. And thus they stopped the project. The train cannon was left abandoned somewhere in Abidos Desert. That was until very recently. Now, with the new algorithms and simulation results, we believe we can successfully develop the train cannon. I'm not sure if the original engineer created the design anticipating the future capabilities, or if it was simply a coincidence, but it's a treasure trove of innovative technologies ahead of its time. A mobile strategic weapon whose existence alone would serve as a deterrent to other districts. Ah, yes, fear will keep the local systems in line. There's always a Star Wars reference. There's always a Star Wars reference. You can consider it the train cannon a gold mine, essentially. As you all know, people are coming out of the woodwork trying to act as quickly before the rest of the world finds out about this gold mine. And that's precisely why the private equity fund is obsessed with securing the rights to operate the Trans-Desert Railway's auxiliary facilities. Oh, they want the cannon. The train cannon is considered an auxiliary facility of the Trans-Desert Railway. Secure the rights included in the bond, and you secure the train cannon's operating rights. Their intentions and motivations may differ, but the varying factions of the private equity fund are all vying to profit from the train cannon. They approached Nephthys, who had long since forgotten about the abandoned project, and proposed an investment. The Trans-Desert Railway is a cautionary tale to us, a historical artifact we hoped to somehow preserve, so we accepted their offer. By the time we learned of the true nature of the project, it was too late to withdraw from the private equity fund. Ooh, okay. So they actually, Nephthys was trying to back out. They were like, no, we can't do this. And we couldn't simply allow the train cannon to fall into the greedy hands of the other members either. You're right on that. At least if a weapon like that is controlled by evil people, it's Abydos that'll be caught in the middle of a massive conflict. Can't we just bust it up? Do you know the location of the train cannon, Butler? No, neither nor the private equity fund have the idea where it is. To begin with, this project was highly confidential. It would have been beneficial for anyone if the details came out, so any related documents were likely destroyed. Ooh, so that's probably what Yume was going to go look for. She's gonna go look for the cannon. I see. Come to think of it, the private equity fund did approach us regarding the location of the train cannon. It's only a matter of time before they find it. Once Highlanders resume the construction of the Trans-Desert Railway, they'll discover the train cannon's location rather quickly, I presume. The Highlanders themselves don't know of the train cannon's existence, but their fervent passion for trains and top-notch skills will make short work of the task. I was gonna say, like, what would they do with a train cannon? But then I remembered that the Shupogaki train literally has, like, an ordnance launcher on top of it, so never mind. They can easily do that. On top of that, the private equity fund endeavored to secure the train cannon through legitimate contract. If we were to say destroy it, the fees would be required to pay the damages would be astronomical. What if we destroy it? Yeah, the Shubo train has a lot. Actually, I can tell you because I have it here. Granted, this is probably not the most accurate. It has 4 missile launchers. It has 4 AA guns. So yeah. And the whole thing is on a chassis that slides forward and back, and it can rotate. So it's it just looks like an attachment to the top of the train though. So the train itself is not attached or equipped with it, but still pretty cool. Legitimate contract. Yes, they are rather fixated on the legalities of everything, likely because ownership of the train cannon was difficult to identify. And the principal party of the Abydos Student Council, the executor is Nephthys, and an entirely different party designed it. All the while, the rights are tied up in a bond. From a business standpoint, they're conducting themselves correctly. They're looking to settle any legal issues now. Does Kaiser not know about the existence of the train cannon? Why do they sell the bonds without a second thought? Even if they are aware, I doubt they have much interest in the train cannon. The Kaiser president seems to be focused on Sanctum Tower at the moment. And regardless, Kaiser's profit margins from the bond sales were something of a dream. They likely don't care about unsubstantial rumor in comparison to that. Of what? The Shupogaki train? I don't know if there's really any good pictures of it, to be honest. Because of the cannon, we'll see the cannon later. I don't want to show that right now because that's like gonna be split. The Shupo cannon. Shupogaki train. Let me do this before the ads show up here. There really aren't any good pictures of it, man. Ah, here we go. All right, just look at this like really low res GIF. Look at this super low res GIF of the train that I cannot pause. This is their train. So it's just like a normal train, but this little pod that they're on right now, that's their thing. They have like 4 AA guns, and they have, actually it looks like there's 9 missile launchers up on that little pod up to the right there. But yeah, that's that. We also have an ad coming up, so enjoy the ads. We'll fill you in with what you missed out on. Some Highlander students discovered the contract signed by the previous Abido Student Council president. I'm not sure how or why this contract exists, but now that its existence is known, the private equity fund has realized the rights to the train cannon will not pass on to them. The anti-everything cannon, apparently. Hey, it's a Ronin! I don't know why that didn't show up in there. How are you doing, Ronin? You're reading a train whistle. How fitting. Hope you enjoyed that. How are you doing, Ronin? Thank you for the 3-stream streak! And a hydration. I'll take that. I'll take that every day. Did you get it, Gare? Nope. You got the fake out one. You got the fake out. Rest in peace. How are you doing, Ronin? Wait, do you know anything about the contract? Why did the student council president proceed with this contract? What was happening at the time? Hoshino. My apologies. Oh. You did not get it, Neon. You did not get it. You got the fake out again. Hello, Ronin. Good evening. Just Friday. Yes, it's Friday today. It's a good day. Yeah, rip the ads. My apologies. As I said, we weren't even aware of the contractor's existence until the Highlander students happened upon it. We're still in the dark about how or why. Nephthys was on the verge of bankruptcy at the time. We were occupied with selling off our assets at whatever prices we could. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. We saw the rights to the Trans-Desert Railway as worthless and sold them to the Student Council. In any case, the private equity fund is looking into getting this contract squared away as soon as possible. It's important to them that everything in this process is seen as legitimate in the eyes of the law. This is why they're rushing to hold the general creditors meeting, so they can officially nullify the contract. Tomorrow's the meeting, noon, at the Abido Central Station District Office. And that's correct. They approached the Abido Student Council, the private equity fund's debtor, to officially notify them of their requirement to attend. If the Student Council's representatives attend the meeting and forfeit the contract, or if they fail to attend, the contract will be voided, and the rights will revert to the Nephthys, to the original owner. What if they don't do that? What if they just say, hey, can we just keep it? I guess, no, they don't have to pay for it, right? What? Doesn't that mean... Unfortunately, no. The rights will technically return to Nephthys, but Nephthys is now a member of the private equity fund. And just like bonds that were purchased of Nephthys' names, the rights will belong to the private equity fund. We wouldn't want to be in a position to dispense anything. Then there's only one option left. Find it and destroy it while we still own it. I'll go to the general creditors meeting and declare our intent to uphold the end of a contract. I was gonna say, just like say like, no. We're gonna keep our contract. And that would be the logical conclusion, then. The rights of the train cannon will remain with the Abido Student Council. Right, we'll have to find a way to make the payments, but at least the private equity funds won't be able to get their hands on the train cannon. Alright, welcome. I'll wait a little bit longer. I think there's some people still in ads here. Yeah, that's the good Gamba. The Koyuki gotcha. It'll buy us time to find the train cannon in the desert and destroy it. That's it then? Problem solved? Technically, yes, but... No, your plan will prove difficult to achieve, Takanashi Hoshino. The private equity funds is well aware of this. They will do their utmost to prevent you from attending and certifying the contract. What? Try to stop her? How? It's simple. They intend to blockade the Abido Central Station district office. Hundreds of mercenaries will stand on their way. What? That can't be legal. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. I hope they were fun and entertaining. Basically, we found out that the only way to stop this from happening, basically, tomorrow at noon, if Abido's student council doesn't like agree, like say, hey, we're going to renew our contract, then the equity fund will get their hands on the big cannon. So we have to get to the meeting and we have to say, we're going to renew our contract and somehow make the payments. So that way we can keep it in our possession and we can find it and destroy it. But now for some reason, they're going to put out mercenaries to stop us from getting to the meeting, which feels very illegal. Like, that's the thing, is they're talking about, oh, they have to do this because they want to make sure it's totally legal. They want everything to be perfectly legal. But then they're hiring mercenaries to stop a party from showing. That's certainly illegal, right? That's got to be illegal. I know mercenaries are a thing you can hire in this universe, but like, it's not legal to do that. You can, but it's not like legal to hire mercenaries in this universe. Oh man. What? But also, we're fine. The private equity funds hired hands have likely already begun setting up blockades. They'll be defending the district office with armed vehicles, helicopters, anti-aircraft guns. Anti-aircraft, okay. Here's the AA guns implies, well, I guess it's aircraft, not planes. So it would be with helicopters. So never mind, I take it back. I was assuming that would mean planes, but there are no planes. So no, I guess you could do that with blimps and barricades. I'm sure we could get through it though. It's not that bad. No, they're renting out them. Good, the additional troops can be stationed over there. Move out, time to get to work. See, and they're even using criminal organizations. They're not even using like the private security forces like Kaiser or something. They're hiring literal gangsters. Hey, I like this guy. I mean, he's bad, but he's cool. I like his design. Excellent, the helicopters are here. Have the armored vehicles secure their designated positions and have the market guards strengthen their blockade zones. See, these are private security robots. Good. Does everyone understand the plan? Kudokame Gangsters. Okay, so this is just a different faction. Kudokame Gangsters. Kudokame Gangsters. So this is just a different robot faction. Messengers of the Black Tortoise. Huh, interesting. Black Tortoise Promenade. So they're from Shanhaijing? Oh, it literally says it. Okay, yeah, no, they're from Shanhaijing. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know they had robots. Interesting. They also make a sake in real life. Kudokame sake. Nice. The trade cannon is part of the Gehenna Tyrant. What? The train cannon is a part of the Gehenna Tyrant Emperor's legacy. There's no reason to leave it languish in this desert. It's part of Gehenna? What? Seems like some crazy lore to just drop on a random side character. Oh, right. Right here. Fortify the barricade here. As thick as you can. Bring everything you can, whether it be excavator or bulldozer, forklift, everything. What? The Labor Party? What the Labor Party is here? What is the Labor Party doing here? I guess they're doing labor. How do they get here? They're from Red Winter. If she doesn't arrive by noon tomorrow, the train cannon is ours. Just try and attend this meeting. Surely this is illegal, though. Seriously? They're going that far? Hundreds, you say? Against that many troops, how can you just the five of us? You've done it before. You've done it before. Also, I just remembered that, like, I'm like dead. What happened? What's happening to me right now? Well, what about Sensei? Maybe if Sensei is there. No, there's no justification for Shell to get involved with private business transactions. I think there is. I will find a loophole. Absolutely. Because they're trying to attack my students. What? Why not? Those private equity jerks are the ones being dishonest and messing with the contract. No, Sedika, there's no way to prove that. They are hiring mercenaries to attack you guys. It doesn't matter anything about the contracts. Ignore that. They're hiring people to kill you. Well, I mean, apprehend, neutralize. That should be grounds enough to be like, probably illegal. What do you mean? Why do you think they're holding the meeting at Central Station District Office? Dozens of Trans-Desert Railway lines intersect at that point. Oh, I understand. Besides the auxiliary facilities, the private equity fund owns all rights to the Trans-Desert Railway. Yep, officially, they're just going to say they're defending the property from trespassers. That's so unfair. Oh, okay, so that's their thing. They're defending. Okay. Interesting. But also definitely not true. But who will attend the meeting? Just Takanashi Hosho or all of you? Huh? Well, obviously, all 5 of us. I posed my question incorrectly. More aptly, will the Abido Student Council attend this meeting or the Foreclosure Task Force? Sorry, that's... Student Council President Yume wrote the contract listing the Abido Student Council as the principal party, and only the Abido Student Council. Only one of the two can be acknowledged as your school's legitimate student council. The other will be shut down. Well, that only has any bearing if you successfully force your way in. For now, we need to focus on how to break through their defenses. Yeah, I don't know why they're focusing on that so much, because like Hoshino is the acting student council president. So 1, she's the student council. 2nd, because she is the student council president, she could just say, all right, they're all now part of the student council. I hired them, because that's what Yume did. Yume said, you are now the vice president. Congratulations. Hoshino said no, but she eventually agreed, filled out the form. Bam. Instant vice president. So Hoshino is now the president. Just say they're in the student council now. See? Problem solved. I guess that means that would shut down the foreclosure task force, but that doesn't matter because the student council can do the same job as the foreclosure. You don't need a separate club for it specifically. You could do it, have the treasurer take care of that. It's like, that's the treasurer's job. I don't know. I'm looking so far into this. I'm poking holes into a story, and I should just be reading the story. Because I am enjoying the story, but they're not losing me. They're not losing me. There's small details like that bug me a tiny bit. You make it sound like it'll be a walk in the park, Shiroko. It kind of might be. She's right. It's impossible. We'll need to find another way. There is another way, miss. Kill me. I'm kidding. It's easy, straightforward. Re-enroll at Highlander Academy and become the student council president. Oh, I forgot. She was gonna enroll and instantly become the president. Excuse me? I will instate you as the Highlander Student Council president. You will become an officer of Nephthys, and you will have the authority to void the contract. As both Nephthys officer and the Highlander Student Council president, you'll have both factions of the private equity and funds in your hands. It will be well within your power. That would work? That's insane. That is nepotism if I've ever heard it. But good nepotism, I guess? I mean, she doesn't want to do it. I'd have to leave Abydos, but I mean, you could just do it and then drop out. I don't know what dropping out looks like in this world. Because I know like leaving a school district is it's a lot more impactful than just leaving and enrolling in a different school. But like, just drop out. You know? Projected. What she said. I don't even want to hear that kind of nonsense. Why would we even ever agree to Nonomi leaving us? She could just come back. Because I mean, this is all like a politics play. This is all like a game. It's not, nothing is gonna stick, you know. It doesn't really matter. She could just be the president and then leave when it's done, you know. I have to agree. I can't go along with that plan. I won't leave Abydos. I can't even consider that as a solution. I suppose that's to be expected. Also, I don't know how you could do this by tomorrow by noon. It's rather difficult to break the stubbornness of yours. There is a third option, but based on your attitudes, I don't believe it would be a possibility either. Third one, what is it? It is rather drastic, I must warn you. I don't care how drastic it is, please tell us. I will do as you ask. The third option, is it just find it and destroy it? It's to nullify the original Trans-Desert Railway sales contract. You'll have to declare that the Abydos Student Council, the principal party of the contract, was a fake organization that had no rights to act as student council. Ooh. What? In other words, we would certify that the Abydos Student Council comprised of Kuchinashi Yume and Takanashi Hoshino was an imposter organization and not the official student council. How is that a solution? It is my understanding that the student council president was elected by a simple raise of hands vote in the previous student council. It wouldn't necessarily be difficult to deny the legitimacy of the unofficial process. But she said that that's how they always do it. So if you always do it, that means that's just the process? Unless they're implying that that's just how it was done at the end, which is fair, I guess. Takanashi Hoshino, a member of that student council, would simply need to attend the meeting and confess that, but that means we still have to attend the meeting. Which brings us back to problem number one, attending the meeting. If we, the other party of the contract, acknowledged the admission, the contract itself would be nullified. More effective than this contract being cancelled or suspended, it would be as if it never existed in the first place. Then Nephthys would own 100% of the rights to the train cannon, regardless of our affiliation with the private equity fund. What are you even suggesting? For us to use that kind of method? I did tell you it was likely impossible. There you have it. I told you the great secret of the Trans-Desert Railway, but it appears you have no solution for the issue at hand. You have until noon tomorrow. After that, the private equity fund will have what they want, the train cannon. We will do our utmost on our end, but please contact me if you settle on a plan of action. I will see you at the General Creditors meeting tomorrow. Oh, and please ensure the private equity fund doesn't get a word of our conversation. Goodbye for now. I mean, I know they're not going to do that out of principle, but that would make sense because like that means nothing to them. You know, to the greater like equity fund, they won't care if it was real or not. So like, just say like, just do that. Be like, yeah, no, it wasn't an official club, and nullify it. But you would know deep in your heart that it's right. But they're not going to do that off principle, which I get. That's like the point. So I'm not going to really argue that point. Now, this is no time to be twiddling our thumbs. Let's hold a meeting of our own. Hoshino, this old timer will be just fine, mon ami. The clock's ticking, remember? Our deadline's by noon tomorrow, so we'll have to figure something out tonight. We gotta put our heads together and focus, right? Yeah, like Hoshino said, we'll think of something. Okay. That's our Shiroko, always positive one. Everyone, try to learn from our Shiroko's lead. What are you saying all of a sudden? There's too much tension from all these complicated matters. How about we take a break and then reconvene? Okay. I think we really need to take a break. All right, here we go. For my last cup of tea. Hold on. Heh, that was a bit of aggressive of me. What's your name, pretty petty thief? Oh, Shiroko time. Shiroko. Sunao Kami Shiroko. That's a nice name. So, Shiroko, what you doing all the way out here?
This place might be in ruins and all, but it's still a Bidos satellite. Well, actually a Bidos high school. I've never seen that uniform before. Right, and it's way too thin to be a winter uniform. Hey, what school are you from, Shiroko? I don't know. I just woke up here. I don't remember anything except my name. What kind of story are you selling? Is amnesia a new thing the kids are trying these days? This old-timer must be out of the loop. Old-timer? Do you mean your name is the only thing you know about yourself? No academy, no phone number, nothing else at all? Nod. What should we do, Hoshino? What a pain. Let's get inside and continue this conversation, Shiroko. This isn't exactly a good place to share a cup of tea. We're taking her with us? Yes. Question? What's up, Neon? Here, it's called. Put this on. A scarf? It's not much, but it'll keep you warm. At least a little bit. Why is it snowing? It snows in the desert. But also don't think about it too much. But I'm pretty sure it does snow in the desert. Specific deserts. I don't know. Just look up, does it snow in Egypt? I have no idea. I'm assuming it does. Does it snow in Egypt? Yes, it snows in Egypt, Neon. It snows in Egypt. Egypt is where this is based out of. It snows in Egypt. Yeah, it gets super cold. 2, you really don't need that much water in the air to snow. So, yeah, it snows. I genuinely didn't know that though. I just assumed it snows in specific deserts. Obviously not every desert, but it does in Egypt. So, yeah. There, better. Now we get to see the baby Shiroko. Warm. Now I would explain what all this Shiroko lore is leading to, but I don't want to confuse anyone who has not seen anything else. But just know this is when we meet Shiroko. You don't really need to learn anything about who she is for right now. If it comes up later, I'll explain it, but I don't really feel like explaining like 20 chapters of lore. Looking good, Shiroko. Now this old timer bought a scarf on sale, but you still better take good care of it. Antarctica is a desert. Yeah, technically it is. Yeah, I will. Now we get to see. No, there's show the small Shiroko. Why are you looking at me like that, Nonami? You keep calling yourself an old timer. Oh, do I? Plus, you just did this laugh. I've never heard you do that before. Oh. Really? Aren't you imagining things? It's just my old timer laugh. You said old timer again. Ah. Achoo. We gotta get indoors. Shiroko's nose is starting to run. Oh, you're right. Hurry, Shiroko, it's this way. Game crashed. Game crashed again. I love it. Good game. Good game. I guess we can just go back to screen capture again. First crash of the night. Time to answer some questions in chat, I guess. Sensei can't be killed, but Arona... Yeah, he can be killed, but Arona and Plana can protect him. Yeah. With, like, magic. Yeah, I'm still on Steam, so I should just switch back to LD player if it keeps crashing. So I'll keep it for this stream, but yeah, definitely next stream I'm gonna swap to LD player, because like then I have to go into the YouTube video and like cut it out. It's not a huge deal. Oh heck yes, cinema. Never mind. Nexon, this actually worked. This is a feature. That's a feature they implanted like a year ago. It finally caught it. Yay. Thank you. All right. That means I have less to cut out. Cinema. All right. Let's keep going. What should we do, Hoshino? What a pain. Oh, it's a little bit far back. Okay. inside. Then we have the old timer bit. Yes, it leads into evil Shiroko. All right, and that's you. I don't know where I left off. All right, hurry, Shiroko. It's this way, right here. Cut it here. Futury 2. There we go. All right, let's go inside. Small Shiroko, look at her. Wearing Hoshido's scarf. It's so beautiful. I love her. Hey, it's a perfect fit. Some student left this uniform behind, but they barely wore it. It's practically new. I hope you don't mind for now, Shiroko. I'll buy you a new outfit as soon as I can. No, it's okay. Well, it's just that that's an Abydos uniform. Shakes head. Oh, look at her. She's full. I know, she's so tiny. She's so baby. She likes it. I could at least buy her a new uniform. That one's old design. Well, I suppose if she likes it. What do the new designs look like? I guess it's what Ayane and Serika wear? Up. We have to force our way in. Are we back to that? How are the 5 of us supposed to break through hundreds of troops? We can do it with our proper preparations. We'll need intel of the number of troops, supply lines, their scouting routes, their any CCTV locations. No way. I know you're good at robbing banks, but this is totally different. Did they forget that they took on all of Kaiser Corporation? Did they forget? I granted they had Sensei's help, which having Sensei genuinely is really helpful, but like they took on all of the Kaiser Corporation. This should be fine. Pick a route. They can't all be at the same one, so pick the least offended route. Just go for it. It's not going to be that hard. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah, but if it's Hoshino. What about her? Hoshino? My bad. I was just reminiscing on the good old days. To think just a year ago, Shiroko was an adorable little girl with a runny nose, and now she's a grown-up high schooler delivering terrifying lines like she's reading the news. Yup. It was like that once upon a time. Why are we talking about the past? When I look at Shiroko, I get a little sad sometimes. Where did that cute little kid go? You're not even that far apart in age, and it was just a year ago. Oh my gosh, that's actually confirmation on the timeline. The span of this has been a year. And if you don't know what happened, like so much has happened between this and that. Like a literal multi-dimensional apocalypse befalled all in 1 year. God, the timeline. That's why like it can't be Earth. It can't be Earth. It has to be like a different planet, maybe with like a super long orbit around the sun or something like that. I don't know. It cannot be Earth. Fest in 2 weeks. Are you ready? Oh, absolutely not. I'm trying to get all this and Decagrammaton done. It's not going to happen. How are you doing, Commander? Good to see you. We're trying to get through all of chapter 3. It's going to take so many streams. We're only on like, I don't even think we're in the double digits of episodes yet. No, I think we're on episode 12. So it's fine. 43 episodes. It's so long. You're still super cute, Shiroko. It's okay. Yeah, it's already been a year since we created the foreclosure task force. Reminds you of the Punishing Gray Raven. Hey, Ronin is a big PGR enjoyer. I was for about a week, and then I kind of forgot to play it, and then I haven't played it since. It was also really depressing, so I kind of stopped. But it was really fun. I liked it. Dun, 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 dun. All right, more flashbacks, right? Huh, Shiroko? She's following you. Bring it on, it's a showdown. Yeah, fight Hoshino. Shiroko, a showdown? Shiro down. I don't know. There's a joke there. I don't listen to anyone who's weaker than me. So let's fight Hoshino. Is this a fiery challenge of youth? Okay, I got it. I'll take you on. What? Hoshino? But just so you know, I've never lost a one-on-one fight in my life. I might be the strongest person in Kivotos. You still want to go, Shiroko? I don't know if she is. I mean, well, y'all, spoilers. No spoilers, please. But she has a power limit that we haven't seen yet. I don't know if it is top in Kivotos. I'll have to see it, and then I'll make my decision. But, like, bit of sad chat. Yeah, there's a lot of happy chat. It was really fun. It just wasn't for me. Shiroko. Come on, man. Come on. Why do you gotta call her fat? Kuroko. Good joke. Good joke. What happens if you lose then? Do I get to do whatever I want to you? Fine, whatever you want. No takesies backsies. Okay, if you lose, you have to stay in Abydos forever. You'll have to accept this old timer as your upperclassman. Like I said, whatever you want. Hoshino? Wait, they're just doing it in the hallway? Affectionately. Oh, of course it's affectionately. Of course it's an affectionate. That's just funny. My affectionate fatty is Kotori, which is probably the most insane sentence I've ever said, but I love her chubby belly. Excuse me, what's all this, Shiroko? A whole pile appears to be scrap metal, screws, bolts, and empty shell casings. Where did you get all these? Stole them. What? Stole them from where? From the scrap dealer in town. I can earn money if I resell it to the scrap dealer and help pay off the school's debt. No, you can't buy and you can't steal. That's pirating. Don't pirate items. Stop it. Reselling to the place you stole from? I guess that's inspired. Oh, she don't know. Don't encourage her. Call them Nonami right now. Yes, okay. Shiroko, you can't do stuff like that. Yes, the Why not? Why? Well, because... How do we explain this? So this is where you ran off to. You stole my truck. Truck? What truck? Shiroko, you stole a truck too? Yeah, the whole truck. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Stop, Shiroko. I'm sorry. Our Shiroko here doesn't know any better. I'm sorry. I have a credit card, so I'll cover any damages. No. First things first. We have to properly repent, Nonami. Huh? Yes, we're sorry. We're really, truly sorry. You too, Shiroko. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yep. You think I'll just let it slide like that? Yes. Please. Please. Okay, just this once. Don't ever let me catch you again. Oh, okay. Don't ever let me catch you. So that doesn't mean stop stealing. That just means you can't catch me. That's what Shiroko's thinking. So it's a game. I just can't get caught. Yes. Thank goodness he's letting us off the hook. Right, Shiroko? Yes. Next time I won't get caught. Yay! She's learning. No, that's not the lesson to be learned from this. Well, it's fine. I had thought all the students in Abydos turned tail already. I guess there are some still left. Well, we'll stop by if you ever have any scrap to sell. I'll see you around, Abydos students. Hey, it worked out. He's like, I like this little thief girl. Yeah, she won me over. I don't know how that worked, but whatever. Oh? Hoshino, Shiroko, come look at the cherry blossoms are budding. I don't see any cherry blossoms. Hey, would you look at that? Winter is finally ending. Yeah, before we even realized. Even though it felt like never ending at one point. Is that like a global warming reference? What are you gonna do, Nonami? It's time for you to head back. You're supposed to be enrolled at the other school. Their entrance ceremony is probably starting soon. Are you gonna be okay here? Then we fill her in. Man, they are juggling so many stories at the same time. I really, really like this story. I just kind of wish it was more concise. I don't know how you would make it more concise though. I really don't. Shiroko Nonami, smile. Cheese. Do we really have to do this? Duh. When you've got something to celebrate, you have to commemorate it with a pic. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Big Sag. Rest in peace. Still but a man with the water cloud she got during. Yeah, it's insane. It's so fun. Oh, it's the picture. Yatta! They've enrolled. But you know, isn't it hot, Shiroko? Why don't you take that scarf off? No, I'm okay. I love that. And now it's the foreclosure task force. Yatta! There we go. This is now the official Abydos Foreclosure Task Force Club Room. Yes! Yeah, you can count on me. I've come up with 8 different plans. Plans? What kinds of exactly? Rejected. Yeah, they're all rejected. Yep. Now please hear out my plan. I'll use this gold card to double rejected. Huh? Also, yeah, actually, that would be weird. Because, like, well, it wasn't Nephthys. It was Kaiser that took out the loan. So if Nephthys paid it, then they would own the building. No, we already went over this. We already went over why Nonami can't buy the card. Even if she wants to. She can't pay off the debt with the card. Like, no offense, I really liked that little flashback. I mean, we'll see. I don't think that was necessary to this story. And with the story that's 43 chapters long, I won't talk about this too long because we have 43 chapters to get through. I really think that's pushing it on how long this story should be. I don't think they needed that. That was just a reminisce, you know. There was that line from Yume, which was nice to hear. But we already knew that about Shiroko. I guess it's nice for people who haven't played the game or are starting here. But yeah, I don't know. No, so Gare, I was actually talking about that earlier. I thought it was the sun. The sun is in Yume's halo, but hers is a rhombus or a diamond instead of a triangle. Because I had the same thought, but I believe the sun is in her halo, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that is the Abydos thing. But yeah, anyway, I don't really know if that was important because like that was like 5 minutes of a story that, you know, I don't know if they needed that. I mean, we'll keep going here. I'm not going to keep talking because now I'm talking longer than the scene. What's this? Do you guys activate some kind of reminiscing mode? Ayane, snap them out of it somehow. I think we feel a little bit left out since you're reminiscing on times when we weren't around, but I understand it's kind of a privilege for upperclassmen. Hey, you could put it that way, but I can remember when Ayane and Serika first joined too. Yep. They were just the cutest. Yeah. Are we gonna see that too? What? Okay. Like, I don't... This is kind of a skip like, it's really fun. I like that we see this, but we have 43 episodes. There's so much to get through. I mean, I guess you need a break in the action, but like, I don't know, man. This is a lot. Excuse me, are you all students of Abydos? We want to enroll at Abydos High. Oh, they came together? That's interesting. I mean, once again, we'll see. Maybe this will be these. I'm still paying attention. I'm not like not ignoring these, but maybe these will be important later, but these feel like filler. And when you have 43 episodes, you don't need filler, you know? I like how they stretch them out to 26, you know, normally. That's a good length. Like, this is just a lot. Granted, most people are going through these faster because they're not reading the chat. They're not coming up with stupid theories that nobody cares about. So, I feel like most people can easily get through. This is still a lot. Yes, we would like to be of service to Abydos' future. Exactly. What's it called? The Revival Committee? Serika, it's the Foreclosure Task Force. Whatever she said. We're joining, okay? So please take good care of us. Yes, looking forward to working with you. I mean, that was short, so I'm not really going to complain about that one. What are you doing? Don't pull us into your reminiscing mode. It's not like that didn't happen. Yep, with this, our 5-member Abydos Idol plan commences. Oh my gosh. Leave this old timer out of it. That's a job for you youngins. Little do they know, the idol story is coming around. I mean, it already happened, but it hasn't happened yet. But it happened to us. We had the event already. Then maybe a 2-member group comprised of the first years. Oh, that's funny. They're teasing it. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. Now that I can get behind. I'm getting excited. What are you plotting? Stop talking about us like we're fresh produce. I agree. If we do it, we all need to do it together. The evil looking ones. I get the feeling that I believe you, Neon. The reminiscing. I absolutely don't want the foreclosure task force to disappear. Nonomi? I would say there's really only one possible option. We'll have to find a way to successfully attend the general creditors meeting. That'll mean forfeiting either Abydos Student Council or the Foreclosure Task Force. I know it's just a name, but it doesn't matter too much at the end of the day, but I still just don't like the idea of the Foreclosure Task Force being gone. I mean, it would literally just be a name change. You would just change the club name to the Abydos Student Council. Everyone would still be there. You would be doing the exact same job. So, I mean, I know this is like the moral, but it's literally just a name change. It doesn't feel like Foreclosure Task Force has a sentimental meaning. They could have put that in the backstory of them coming up with a name, and then I would have like cared, but like I don't know. They could literally change the name. Everyone would still stay together, everyone would still get to be friends and do the same job of paying back the money. It's just now you're called the student council. I don't know, man. I was never able to find the strength to stay in Abydos thanks to Shiroko, and it's thanks to her, and along with everyone else, that Hoshino is able to laugh and smile every day. Now, the Foreclosure Task Force, it means more than just a name to me. Nonomi. Also, it doesn't have to be called the Student Council. You could just say this is our Student Council, because like, Gehenna is called the Pandemonium Society, Red Winter is called the Secretariat, Blue Archive is called, Millennium is called Student Council, I know. Yin Yang Club is Hyag. Like, it doesn't have to be called Student Council. Just say, this is our Student Council. You don't even have to change the name. We could just say we changed the name of Student Council to Foreclosure Task Force. Like, I don't know, man. There's so many easier ways to get around this. And I understand that that's the point of the story. But they could have, I don't know, they could have made it fit better, especially if we have 43 episodes. So I really should stop complaining. It's just because it's so long. I'm starting to scrutinize. What do you think, Shiroko? To me, the Foreclosure Task Force is, the most important place in the world. I know that. Even if you don't say it out loud, the Foreclosure Task Force is everything to you, isn't it? The Spar Students Council. Yes, it's fine. It's close enough. Yeah, it's the sentimentalness, but they could keep the name. I don't know. But if you flip the situation around, isn't it the same for you, Hoshino? Me? The Abydos Student Council, it must be filled with memories of you and President Yume. Memories we can't even begin to know or understand. It's too much to think about all going that way. Nah, don't sweat it. I'm not really the type to cling to things like that, you know. What happened to just reminiscing for like 30 hours? That's not true. You never gave up your association with the Abydos Student Council, even after we made the Foreclosure Task Force. You've always been a part of the Foreclosure Task Force, but also the Abydos Student Council. Are you really okay with letting go of your last tie to President Yume, Hoshino? I'd be lying if I said it wasn't all, if it meant nothing to me, but... Didn't you refuse to take on the role of President Yume? Ooh, okay. Ah, geez, yeah. It felt like accepting Yume's death if I
if I became the president. So you're not wrong there. But I can say one thing for certain. Preventing the train cannon from falling into the hands of the villains is more important than the preserving the... Okay. All right. I'm happy. I'm back online. I'm back online with the story. I'm glad that Hoshino... Because, like, it has nothing to do with the name. If she wants to have ties to Yume, she can hold it on. A name change is not gonna, you know, delete Yume. So... I'm glad that and honestly, I think this does make sense that Hoshino is the one dropping the name, you know? I think that's fine. I might never find out why Yume wrote that contract or whatever happened, but... Yeah, they're not permanent. I don't know. Hoshino, you can't live your life being suspicious of everyone you come across, accepting violence and lies as the norm, taking them for granted. If we do that, one day we'll wake up and realize we've become the people we hate the most. You're right. We might be able to save Abydos by using your methods, but it won't be our Abydos anymore. I can't bear the thought of Abydos becoming synonymous with lies and violence. That would make me sad. Like so it's a the foreclosure task force. Foreclosure means like debts and stuff like that. So the foreclosure task force is a task force set up to collect funds to pay off the debt. So it is not supposed to be permanent. They were just supposed to get money and pay off the debt, but the debt is extravagant that they'll never pay it off. So yeah, it's not like task force in a military sense. It's task force. Well, they're not necessarily poor. I mean, they are poor, but it's because their debt is literally unpayable. It's like criminal debt. But, you know, laws just work differently here. This train cannon of theirs is direct contradiction to the kind of Abydos Yume was trying to build. So I have to find the train cannon and destroy it. For that, I'm okay with letting go of a name. Yeah, okay. I like this. And if I had to choose one, I think the Foreclosure Task Force is better. Because the Abydos Student Council is just me now. With the Foreclosure Task Force, it's Shiroko, Nonami, Ayane, and Serika. It feels like the right choice. But still, we have to focus on the problem at hand, Nonami. And our problem is that regardless if we're the Foreclosure Task Force or the Abydos Student Council, we still have to find a way to make it into the General Creditors meeting. Our priority isn't names. It's figuring out how to get past hundreds of troops inside the building. Okay. I take back mostly everything I said about the name change then. If Hoshino's explaining it like this, I 100% agree. And I agree that Hoshino is the one that's doing it. I think that's very thematic for her. So I take back all my criticisms for the name change. I just needed to shut up and play the story. Okay. As are most of my criticisms with anything I do. You're right. Yeah, understood. Well, we all on the same page? Yes, it's settled. I still am not a huge fan of like the immense length of the story with the flashbacks that felt unnecessary. Once again, those feel unnecessary. I want to play the whole story and see if they come into play later, because they absolutely could, just like the name change thing. So they felt unnecessary, but we'll see. I could totally change. Tomorrow at noon, we'll break through the private equity funds. You need to do it before you need to be there at noon, Ayane. Don't start at noon. You need to be there at noon. Start now. What's stopping you from showing up early? Why can't you just go there right now? There's no defenses because they're protecting for tomorrow. So just go there now and just camp out front. That would be funny. Also, Sensei is still like dead. He's been dead this whole time. Oh man. We'll break through the private equity funds for the troops guarding the Abydos Central Station and certify the continuation of the sales contract. And how exactly are we going to do that? Figuring that out will be our next step. To start, none of this will be possible without Sensei's help. In reality, even with Sensei's help, it's going to be difficult. Speaking of, have you heard from him yet? Sensei said they'd come by today, but it's pretty late already. You're right. Well, I'm sure they have a full plate. I have a full stomach of blood. I don't think I'm internally bleeding. I'm probably fine. Probably fine, right? You don't suppose something happened to them, do you? I'm fine. I'm good. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah. What is it, Ayane? You okay? The news? Oh my god. And now to our next story. Early this morning, an unexplained explosion rocked the shale building and located in DU authorities and have confirmed that E2M Yearly Sensei was inside the building at the time of the incident. Oh. What? Dun 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 dun. We died. Yeah, we're dead. They were swiftly transported to the hospital as speculation continues to swirl about the cause of the building's explosion. Doctors what? I wonder who's taking care of me. Hostage. Uh-oh, I don't like that. When the last time somebody goes hostage, it did not end well. Oh boy. Episode 13, man, we're gonna be here for so long. I wanted to get to like 20 today. We might be able to do this in 2 streams. 2 more after this. I don't know. I'm back. Welcome back, Shiroko. Yeah, can you get the door behind you? The wind's blowing in. Yeah. Welcome back, Shiroko. You washed up and got back here so quickly. All right. We have another ad break. Should be the final one of the night. Hope you enjoy them. I'll fill you in with what you missed out on. And I'll see you in a bit. Oh, could you grab the light too? I need to start waking up. You're gonna get yourself in trouble ordering Shiroko around like that, Serika. What? I wasn't being bossy or anything. Everyone gets a little lazy about turning on the lights. Any news on Sensei? No, nothing new yet. All we know is that Sensei's in the hospital, no serious injuries, but they haven't woken up yet either. I mean, that's a pretty serious injury. A coma. Kind of a serious injury. I suppose we can be grateful they came out of such a terrible accident relatively unscathed. It's like miracles follow around Sensei's shadow. I'm glad they're okay. Yeah, it's almost like I have 2 insanely powerful AIs that protect me. For now, we're going to have to assume we can't get support from Sensei, though. We have to figure it out on our own. Some kind of way to secure the rights to the train cannon and make sure it never moves again. Can we request aid from another academy? No, that's not something we can pull off without Sensei. There's no time anyway. If we want to make it all the way to Central Station on time for the meeting, we have to leave now. Yeah, I'm not mentally prepared for this. I don't see Nonami. Where'd she go? Oh, she stepped out for a bit. She said she had something to take care of. It was a while ago. No? She should be back by now. What's going on with her? I can't help but worry a little. Is she the hostage? No! Stop it! Where is this? Nonami, what are you doing? Butler, I came alone as promised. Oh. I can confirm. Hey, what's up? I trailed you after you departed Abydos. No one followed. You? Where's my butler? I'm here, miss. I was surprised by your request. I didn't think you would reach out to me. Did something happen? But perhaps you've changed your mind. You wish to return to Highlander and become president? At last you've made the correct choice. This way, Nephthys will be able to take full ownership of the train cannon without problem. No, that wasn't my intention at all. I won't leave the foreclosure task force. What then? What was the purpose of all this? Even if I don't become Highlander's student council president, Nephthys must have some way to solve the train cannon ownership issue. Nephthys is a member of the private equity fund and a partner with the Highlanders, so they're a majority holder in the private equity fund. If Nephthys focused all its power and authority on this problem, surely... Both Foreclosure Task Force and Abydos Student Council are irreplaceable precious things to Shiroko and Hoshino. It may just be a name, but if there's some way to protect them anyway... Oh man, Nonami, stop. Haha, you truly are the picture of a naivety. Miss, your view of the world is so shallow. In other words, you'd like to get exactly what you want with zero cost or sacrifice to you. Do you understand, miss? There's no such thing as free lunch. Everything's give and take. You can't solve anything with your unreasonableness. I mean, he's being annoying about it, but he's kind of right. I really can't tell if this is the message they want me to learn. Which, I guess that's the point. You don't have to spell out your message. I think that's cool to keep it ambiguous, but... Because, like, I agree with him. You know? That 16-year-old with a minigun shoots. It's fine. Neon, she definitely does. But also, Neon, you have to remember, these girls are built different. These aren't, like, humans. These are, like, superhumans. Remember, besides the halo, they can just eat, like, take bullets, you know? They can... Alice is a robot. That she doesn't count. But, like... these aren't humans, so... They can do things that humans can't. So... You can Klarna your lunch bill. Oh my gosh. There's a free lunch. No. Someone's paying for it somewhere. Do you really expect people to listen to this nonsense? You don't understand how the real world works. You're no different from when you were in middle school. I've told you the solution already. Return to Highlander, then everything will be solved. That's... You know, I could forcibly re-enroll you right now, but I don't want to do that to you. Oh. Well, of course, there is a solution we are working on, a way to keep the train cannon from the private equity fund. What is it? Beg for forgiveness, miss. Apologize and beg for forgiveness for defying the Nephthys group and causing harm. Do that and I'll tell you. Ooh. Hey, don't interfere, Suol. This is important. Okay. Yes, understood. We apologize, Butler. Everyone at Nephthys. I'm sorry for all the damage I caused. I really want to know how this was her fault by not going to Highlander. Like, was she that close to being the next in line? Or, like, would she have been the president and immediately taken control over Highlander? I guess that must be what it was. Good, very good. Some of my anger is finally dissipating. I suppose that was satisfactory. I'll tell you our plan now. Oh, so Suo doesn't want her to know. Our original plan was as follows. We believe that once the foreclosure task force became aware of the train. Oh, also, welcome back from the ads, everybody. Hope you had some fun and entertaining ones. We are about to go take down... I don't know. We're about to go to the meeting. We're fine. Sensei's just in a coma. But Nonomi stepped out to talk with the butler. And after a little bit of talking, we are finding out that Nephthys does have a plan to take control of the train from the private equity fund. So we're just learning about that. Yeah, we're dead. We're totally dead. Definitely. All right. We believe that once the foreclosure task force became aware of the train cannon, they wouldn't be able to ignore the situation. Its very existence goes against their morals and values. With help from their ever-present ally Sensei of Shale, they would do their utmost to attend to the general meeting and maintain the contract. Just like the student council president, they'd attempt to maintain Abydos' ownership of the train cannon, or even find a way to destroy it. That's Sensei. We've seen the reach of their power. Allowing that path would have been dangerous. The foreclosure task force, supported by Shale, could not be stopped by Kaiser PMC, and that was all done without Takanashi Hoshino. Yeah, that's true. She wasn't there when we took down PMC. And so the private equity fund gathered an enormous number of troops in Abydos. They probably thought even the mighty Shale wouldn't be able to break through the kind of force. But Sensei and all of you would likely be undeterred even by that. Which is exactly what we hoped for. What? It doesn't matter to us who wins. What matters is a clash between Shale and the private equity fund would cause a great loss on both sides. As the two forces battled to their destruction, we would send our allies in to eradicate both the private equity and the foreclosure task force in one fell swoop. Oh. What do you mean? Oh. So that's why. I was like, why are you telling her this? But then I remembered the name of this chapter is called oh my gosh, what is it? What are they called? Not prisoner. What do you call it? Kidnapping? Kidnap? I don't know. I'm so dumb. Why can't I remember what it was called? I can't remember the name of it. It's like kidnapping or something like that. I'm so stupid. I literally cannot remember it. Oh my gosh. What do you mean? Your allies? Your allies? Doesn't that mean... Yes, our ultimate goal is to eliminate the private equity fund and monopolize the train cannon. That from the very beginning was your plan? Absolutely, the train cannon was ours to start with. Ours, we won't let anyone take it. With it, we'll be able to accelerate Nephthys' revival by at least 10 years. Who would have thought that scrap metal we discarded, thinking we'd been scammed, would actually be operational? However, it seems that Sensei has not returned to Abydos yet. The foreclosure task force will not be able to successfully attend the meeting without Shale's assistance. Did you know why? You should all know why. That's breaking news. Everyone should be hearing about that. He's kind of a big figurehead. I was beginning to worry the plan was falling apart, hee hee hee. But I didn't think you would help us out like this. You've been used, miss. Well, she's been kidnapped. That's how it was. Well, goodbye, Nonami. She's not dead. She's just been kidnapped. And another flashback. Oh, we're back here now. Why, Yubei? Why? Where are you? I'm sorry. Please. Yubei, I'm sorry. Yubei. I guess you didn't find what you were looking for today again. Tomorrow you'll wander through that wasteland again. Oh, so she was there when she was looking. Day after day without ever tiring. Why? For what? It would have been better if I had just forgotten everything and left Abydos. If I had written off everything that had happened here as a dream and forgotten it, then at least there would have been no pain. Why? Why did I decide to remain here? Yes, I should have dismissed it as a dream, let it slip from my memory. Hoshino? Well done, Suo. Take Mrs. Student ID and credit card. Was the offer to return to the Highlander becoming a student council president a lie? Naturally, it wouldn't benefit us to put someone who refuses to follow orders in power. She will serve as an excellent hostage. That's the word. That's the name of the chapter. I'm so dumb. Instead, the family's heir is their hostage. Yes, the board authorized this course of action. Of course, we have no plans to harm her. Oh my gosh. But taking a hostage is a crime. What happened to I want to follow all the legal procedures? Taking a hostage is a crime, even if you treat them well. A hostage is still a hostage. You can't do it. It's still a crime. I know the laws of Kivotos are messed up, but it's still a crime. It's still a crime to take someone as a hostage. In Kivotos, it is. You can't just do that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna explode. To be fair, Blue Archive does this a lot, where they say it's legal, but then it's illegal in other sense. So like that's just kind of how Blue Archive works sometimes. When it needs to do something, it needs to do something, which sucks because I really like, if you think about it, you can build out the world very legitimately and logically, and it's really fun, but clearly the devs didn't think too deeply about it, because then stuff like this happens where you're just like, what happened to legal stuff? You know, if anyone finds out you took her as a hostage, which if you're taking someone as a hostage, you're planning on the other party finding out, because that's the point of taking a hostage, because they know, so then you can bribe them. So then they could just tell someone, be like, hey, they took this girl hostage. It's a crime. I know, but it's weird. Maybe they'll blackmail Foreclosure Task Force by saying like, if you tell them we'll do this or whatever, but I don't know. It's just how Blue Archive rolls sometimes. It's a small, tiny gripe, because the stories overall are still fun, and most people aren't thinking about it like the way I do. It's just, I spent all this time trying to like fix the world, or not fix it, but like understand how the world works. And so when they do stuff like this, I'm like, but like, you can't just do that. You can't. I mean, they're gonna do it. Maybe it's just maybe it's just their take on like big corporations can do whatever they want and like do crimes. But like, even like if Jeff Bezos kidnapped a child, it doesn't matter how much money he has. That's still a crime. Even if he paid a fine, he would still have to do something, There's a limit, I don't know. How much evidence would someone have to provide in order for justice to take place? I don't know. I mean, they have her. They physically have her. I think that's enough evidence to be like, hey, she's here. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. Maybe they'll explain it. We just want to invite her to our house for a tea party. Yeah, just for a tea party. It's fine. If they refuse to listen, we only need to threaten to transfer Nonomi to Highlander Academy. To what end? You don't wish for them to maintain the contract, do you? Of course not. The exact opposite. We'll have them confess that Kuchinashi Yume and Takanashi Hoshino's Abido Student Council was a counterfeit organization. I see. Regardless, without Shale's assistance, the Foreclosure Task Force will likely be unable to reach the meeting, but that won't stop them from doing everything they can in their power to recover Nonomi. And the more chaos they cause, the more opportunity for us to eradicate the private equity fund entirely. Even if they are unsuccessful in their assault on private equity funds blockade, they'll simply be forced to renounce the previous student council and the train cannon will fall into your hands. A rather perfect plan. Then please move Nonomi to the promised location. I will contact the Foreclosure Task Force. Oh, they're just gonna straight up tell him? Or tell them? Suo's like, yeah, perfect plan. I can't really get a read on her. I get a feeling she's just following instructions and not really doing anything. I'm sorry, Hoshino, I made a mistake. Shiroko Ayanai, Sarika, Hoshino. From the beginning, I never should have come here. I'm a member of the Nephthys, a perpetrator. I stayed purely out of guilt, so it doesn't matter if I return to Highlander. I only wish that all of you can live guilt-free, unshackled. Please don't reject President Yume and the Abido Student Council as something fake because of me. Sensei will help, and you'll find a way to destroy the train cannon. I believe in you. Interesting. And that's your current situation. Takanashi Hoshino, Foreclosure Task Force. Find a way to attend the General Creditors meeting and confess that the Abido Student Council was a counterfeit organization. You will certify that all activities conducted by Takanashi Hoshino and Kuchinashi Yume's Student Council were unauthorized. Only then will Nonomi be allowed to stay with you all, rather than the Highlander underground prison. Why do you guys have a prison? You know what? No, with this world, every district needs to have a prison. Never mind, I take it back. I was about to be like, what is a train school? No. Especially like, given who's there, they definitely need a prison. There's some kids there who probably deserve to be in prison for a little bit. I don't think they go to prison at all, but they should for a little bit, a little bit of a timeout every now and then. The sun is rising. There's not much time until the meeting. I hope you make a wise decision. Nonomi. That's Nonomi. So that's how things are shaking out. Hoshino, where are you going? I need to leave now. We'll do as he says if we want Nonomi back. Wasn't that the plan though? They were planning on showing up as the Foreclosure Task Force, right? What? You want to listen to that jerk? I won't lose to another person I care about. I've already lost Yume. If I fail Nonomi too. But against this kind of force... She's right. We need to wait for Sensei. They're going to come help, I know it. No one's waiting for anyone. I'm going alone. What? What do you mean alone? We're gonna break through the blockade all by yourself? Yeah, I can do it. I've made up my mind. I was gonna say, like, I don't know. We haven't seen Hoshino at her full power, like, ever, I think. So we're about to witness it. You'll take care of the private equity fund, fight off Nephthys, and rescue Nonomi. Gah. What do you mean, Gah? How are you gonna deal with the fallout? She's like, oh wait, actually this is too much. What fallout? I go in, I deny the student council, and then it won't be the vice president anymore. I'll dismantle the private equity fund, destroy the train cannon, and none of it will fall on the foreclosure task force. What kind of solution is that? What about you? Well, for me, it'd be suspension. I chat with the corrections bureau, like expulsion. I guess leaving Kavotos would be the final step. Leaving Kavotos? They brought it up again. First, it was the people from outside of Kavotos, the thugs from outside of Kavotos. Now, she's talking about leaving Kavotos. I didn't know it was a place you could leave, and now we have people going in and out? What do you mean? What do you mean you can leave? Like I said, I assume it's a continent. What do you mean you can leave? Where do you go? Is that like a metaphor for death? That's why you guys are gonna stay put. I don't think it's a metaphor for death. I guess there's just more stuff out there. You guys? What exactly do you mean by you guys? You guys are in the foreclosure task force, isn't it obvious? The real student council approved by Sensei. This way, everything will be tied up nicely with a little bow on top. Are you shooting her again? Yeah! Shiroko, who are you shooting at? That's dangerous, Shiroko. Meet me on the rooftop. It's a showdown. Yes, it's time. What do you mean is happening? A showdown? Yeah, showdown. It's been a minute, has it? Am I in a team drama right now? I've got butterflies. I mean, she's gonna demolish Hoshino, right? Wait, Hoshino, Shiroko, it's fine. They've done this before. What is happening right now? This is ridiculous. What do we do, Sarika? I don't know, watch. Grab some popcorn? Oh man, never mess with the lady scorned. Yes. We gotta follow them, duh. Yeah, grab some popcorn. It's gonna be a good show. To be continued. You and us. And that is where we're gonna call it for tonight. We got 6 episodes done. God, man, this is a long story. I am enjoying it. I once again, I know I sound like I'm complaining, but I really like this. I'm really having a good time. I want to make that clear. Blue Archive is still one of my favorite stories. It's still beautifully written. I love it, truly. I just, you know, when it's something this long, oh, it crashed for you. Oh my gosh, I thought my stream crashed. I was like, no, please. Okay, I'm glad you're back. I really like it. It's really well written, and these things are just like, you know, I don't know, I guess nitpicks. It's still a really good story, and I'm having a good time. But when we come back next time, we're gonna see who wins between Hoshino and Shiroko. I wonder who it's gonna be. Big surprise. No, we'll see what happens next time. Again, if you want to hop in onto these live streams, feel free. We record these live on YouTube and on Twitch. Feel free to hop in. We have a lot of fun over here. We do more than just Blue Archive. Check some of the YouTube channel. We do Professor Layton. We do Phoenix Wright, and we do other random games. So feel free to hop in. We have a lot of fun over here. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Alrighty. Gonna come crashing down. No, I don't want the stream to crash. Alright, well, we only had one crash of Blue Archive, so that's pretty cool. Alrighty. Man, that's fun. I really like the story. It's just, you know, like those small little details that, like, because like I really look into the details to be like, I want to make sure that this world makes sense, you know? I like thinking about it like that. And so when like those small inconsistencies pop up, I'm just like, oh man. it's a little bit like I wish they paid more attention, but it's also like I don't expect them to do that. Like this isn't like Star Wars. This isn't like I don't know. I can't think of another game that has insane like detailed world building. I don't know, like Lord of the Rings or something, you know. But it would be nice if some of the things, like a lot of the way I think about it, it's just like I read the story and then I can piece together how the world goes together. But none of it is really canon or like intended. But it's just fun learning more about the depth of the story. Yeah, I really, Blue Archive is really one of my favorite like worlds. It might even be, I don't know, it's like truly, like, obviously I'm a huge Star Wars guy. I think Blue Archive is at least tied or like a very close number 2 with like my favorite world to like think about and go into. Like Star Wars is top tier. I love the Star Wars lore world, and I think Blue Archive is just below it with its like complexity. The only thing is like Blue Archive feels unintentional. I think there's a fair amount of the dev team or the writers that like have it worked out, but it's very loose. So it's up to us as like players to piece it all together. It feels more like, whereas like Star Wars, it's like there's somebody has written lore about it somewhere. You name anything in Star Wars, somebody has written a lore page about it. Here, it's up to us to come up with that. So we have to put all the pieces together, which I find fun. It's kind of like, you know, like the theory crafters. But for me, it's a lot easier because there's much more like thinking involved instead of just like piecing together evidence or whatever. So I don't know. Learned a bit about Arknights too. Do love a good story, even if if don't end up playing the gameplay itself. Ooh, yeah. Arknights, I was playing Enfield. Enfield was fun. I really just like the factory building in Enfield. I know unless you're talking about like normal Arknights, but Shiroko and Evil Shiroko hang out together. So Evil Shiroko, I won't get into it too much, but Evil Shiroko or Shiroko Terror or Kuroko. Here, let me pull her up. Kuroko is, where is she? This is Shiroko Terror or Kuroko. She's from a different dimension. So as we said last time, last stream, Shiroko is a demon Anubis, I think is what they called her. Anubis, and she was sent to Kavotos to basically destroy the planet, like destroy it all. That's what she was sent down from the heavens to do. So when we found her there, that was her after she got sent down from the heavens to basically grow up and destroy the world. So in the main story, before we got to chapter 3, a Shiroko from a different dimension reached, all I'm going to say, she reached her demented form, which is this right here, Kuroko. And she destroyed her universe. And then with the power of somebody else, I'm just going to say somebody else. I'm trying like to be vague because I don't really want to get into explaining it because it would take so long. With the power of somebody more powerful than her, they both go from dimension to dimension, destroying every single version of Kavotos they get to. I don't think they actually destroy one. They only destroy the one they're from, but the first Kavotos they go to is ours, the one that we are currently playing in. And so then we have to get all the districts together to come together. Sensei's there, and he stops Shiroko and the other being from destroying the planet. Lots of crazy lore happens up there. But it ends up with Kuroko staying in our world. And now she's on like a journey to be like, you know, be a healed person. So this is Kuroko. She is not the same as normal Shiroko. Shiroko, like they're not the same character. They are, but they're like, it's like a copy of the same person. They're both here. They can be on screen at the same time. But they are basically identical. they are the same person, but like two different characters. You know what I mean, right? Not clones, but I don't know how to. I'm probably explaining this terribly. But yes, that is Kuroko, which honestly is making me wonder because last we left off, she came down with us to back to Kavotos, and I guess she's just been like in hiding because I mean she did bad stuff and she almost destroyed this world too. Sort of against her will. She was kind of manipulated. Not kind of, she was manipulated. But you know, so she's trying to get back. I believe she's probably in contact with Sensei, but I don't think she's really talking with anyone. But I'm really surprised she hasn't shown up in the story yet. I really thought they would be hanging out already. I'm guessing that's the other thing. I know I've been talking about like this is like really weird, like with like the name things, it feels a little bit too climactic. But I also have to remember that there are 43 episodes and that we are probably nowhere near the end of the story. Like this story is probably going to take a turn and go way off the beaten path from where I think it's going. Like there's no way we're going to get to the meeting and that's going to be the end. That can't be the end. Like that's just the beginning. There's going to be something like some greater twist to the story. And I assume that's where Kuroko is going to come into play again. Because like I can't imagine her not being part of the story. Once again, if you've played it already, I'd appreciate no spoilers. Because I mean, I've got this far without spoilers, so I'm gonna keep the streak alive. Wonder if Shiroko looks that evil, like the badass version of herself. Maybe. No, she actually looks up to Shiroko as like a younger sister. It's funny because not technically, Shiroko or Kuroko is like a year older, I believe, if we look at it. Yeah, she's 17 and normal Shiroko is 15, right? Or is she also 16? Yeah, she's 16. So she's a year younger because like Kuroko was from like a dimension that's a year in the future or whatever, you know. It's multidimensional, just kind of accept it. To be fair, Neon, it's not just the fact that she grew up, she also like that's part of, she got infested with power. Her changing herself, like her change is like part of her power. It like granted her power or whatever. So it's not, she didn't just grow up into this. But what was I saying? But yeah, no, Shiroko kind of looks at Kuroko as like a younger sister because yes, Kuroko was older, but she has to like learn how to not be evil. So Shiroko is kind of like teaching her stuff. So it's funny, like they hang out like, oh, she's my little sister. They don't say that, but like that's kind of the vibe you get where it's like, I'm going to teach you how to maintain a bike today. It's really cute. Looks like Rei Ayanami. Isn't she? Yeah. Really? Oh, you mean normal Shiroko, right? Yeah. Not Kuroko, right? You mean normal Shiroko? I kind of see it. I think no, I don't. I think it's just the hair, Ronan. I think it's barely the hair. I mean, kind of similar vibes. No, because they're not. She's not even really a kudere. I don't know. Yeah, she's a very similar kudere, but like, I don't know. They're like different kinds of kuderes. I see where you make the comparison though. I see where the comparison comes in. All of Rei's clones. I'll be honest, I didn't know she had clones. I got 3 episodes into Neon Genesis Evangelion, whatever it's called. I could not. Oh, Ronan, don't worry. I'm never gonna finish that show. I didn't hate the show. One, I'm probably just not into. I'm probably just not into mech shows, to be honest. No, I probably could. I love like Pacific Rim, which is technically a mech anime. It's not, but it is. I just really did not like, it was so slow. It was so slow. I was bored out of my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, do something. Like, I get it. One, it's back in the day, old anime, it costs money to animate things. I get it, or it's really hard. It is, genuinely. I don't fault them from that. But oh my god, there was one scene where I literally counted. It is just Shinji, like a wide shot, a big wide shot of Shinji staring at a bus stop. And it is a solid 45 seconds of absolute silence, just nature sounds, of 45 seconds of nothing. Truly, I counted it. Now I get that there's an artistic point behind like it signifying like the loneliness and like the feelings he has. I understand that. I would have got the same message in like 15 seconds. That would have been plenty enough. I understand that. Way too long. No need for it to be that. And it was all of that. That was like the whole 3 episodes I watched was just like, oh my gosh, do something. I get that that's the point, but you didn't need to go that hard. We would have got the message. And that's not like, oh, E2 has a short attention span. I watched Serial Experiments Lane. You need to watch that show like 5 times to get it. I enjoy it. It's not like cinema, but I enjoy it. I have an attention span. I enjoyed Serial Experiments Lane. I have good attention span when it's done properly. But oh my gosh, I was like, do something. Do something. Please. Lane was out there. It's definitely not a show for everyone, but I was able to enjoy that. I'm just using that as an example to be like, it's not the fact that I have a short attention span. Because if they had done those long scenes right in Evangelion, I probably would have enjoyed it more. And granted, I only got 3 episodes in, so maybe it gets better. But I don't want to go through it. I just don't care. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying, that it's not really a mech anime. It's more about the emotions or whatever, but I just don't want to, you know, that's just too much. It's too long, man. To be fair, that's just old anime though. That's just how old anime was. That was before that was just like before like people had cinematic like expertise. Like no one really knew how to make movies back then. You know, I mean, people did, but there are certain like things that people do now that are just like, oh yeah, and it just makes old movies look really boring. I mean, yeah, the fact that it's depressing adds a layer for me not wanting to rewatch it, because I just don't like watching really sad shows, but that's really more of a secondary thing. I stopped watching that before I stopped watching depressing anime. Space Battleship Nadeshiko is the same. Ooh. Rent a Girlfriend. I don't want to talk about Rent a Girlfriend. Actually, I do want to talk about Rent a Girlfriend. Guys. So we finally, if you have not been watching Rent a Girlfriend, so we're on season 5. Season 5, baby. Oh gosh. Title is questionable. Oh, we were just playing chapter 3 from Abido, so it was genuinely really sad. So that's why I said it's sad. We were not talking about Rent a Girlfriend the whole time. I literally just started talking about. But hello, Nakamura. How you doing? Welcome in. You ready to hear me talk about Rent a Girlfriend for a couple minutes and then I go to bed and that's the last thing I have to think about? All right. We're on season 5 of Rent a Girlfriend, okay? I don't know why I'm still watching the show, but this is insane. I hate it. So last season, the last 5 episodes of the show, okay, the last 5 episodes. Yeah, I'm saying spoilers for Rent a Girlfriend. This is the end of the stream, so if you don't want to hear spoilers for Rent a Girlfriend, first of all, why? Nothing happens in the show. There's no spoilers, but if you do, you feel free to head out now because I'm gonna spoil a show and I'm gonna end stream because that's how I want to end my night. Anyway, the last 5 episodes of Rent a Girlfriend season 4, they go to a water park resort kind of thingy. Now, thank you for the follow. This is brilliant. I'm so glad you followed for this. I'm just explaining this. So they go to a resort for 3 weekends, or for 3 days. This is a 3-day retreat. They spend 10 episodes at this retreat. Yes, it is a 10 episode swimsuit arc. It is not a swimsuit episode. It is a swimsuit arc. It spans 10 episodes, starts at the end of season 4. It just ended episode 5, season 5, or season 5, episode 5. 10 episodes spanning 3 days. It's like you're watching it in real time. Oh my gosh, I was complaining about Neon Genesis or Evangelion slow. Oh my gosh. At least, like, I don't know. That's the thing, is like with Evangelion, there was nothing to look at for those long pauses, but here it was just dialogue that never ended. The literal, I swear to God, I swear, it's out there. Go watch it. The last 3 episodes of the swimsuit arc is one conversation. It's one conversation spread over 3 episodes. It's the most insane thing I've ever witnessed. And nothing happens. Nothing gets said. They just talk for 23 minutes per episode and they don't say anything. None of the words change anything. I'm appalled at how absurd the show is. And then they have the gall, my favorite character, Sumi-chan, who luckily is not in the show in season 5. They put her in the trailer, but she wasn't invited to the park, which fair. She's not really a part of the friend group. She hasn't been in the show at all, let alone the 5th girl they added for meme reasons. I'm not going to get into her, but hey, thanks for joining the Discord, Nakamura. I'm so glad you like the you're liking this rant about renting. I've been holding this in my chest. I've been waiting to let this go. I'll never make a YouTube about this because I don't want to make a YouTube about something negative, like a complaining video. So I'm glad I just get to unleash this here. But Sumi-chan is my favorite character, and she hasn't been in the season at all because she wasn't invited to the trip. And she's still in the opening, which I'm like, take her out of the show. Pretend she's not here. She deserves so much better than this show. She's the only good person in the show. Everyone else is a terrible human being, a horrible person. And so she's still not in the show after they get back. First of all, they had 10 episodes spanning 3 days. As soon as they get back, they jump 3 months into the future. They're just like, they get back. There's one conversation between the main love interest, and then they say 3 months later. And I'm like, what? Why did we spend 10 episodes over 3 days and then skip 3 months into the future? I'm so blown away. But they start out episode 6 with just a 10-second montage of Sumi-chan going on the date with some guy, because like that's like part of her job. She's just like, she's a rental girlfriend and she goes on dates to get over her social awkwardness, you know? She's trying to get over it. And so they just have like a 10-second montage of Sumi-chan going on a date with a guy, and then she doesn't show up in the rest of the show. And I'm like, you know what? That was good. I got to see my favorite character. She's not interacting with any of the terrible people, and now she's out of the show again. Good. She's still alive. She's doing her own thing. And I hope they write her out of the show, because I don't want that mangaka to ruin that character. You know, I had hope because that mangaka, he wrote a spin-off for Sumi-chan, Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend. It's 3 volumes long, and it is cinema. It is beautiful. I love it. It's so good. And do you know why it's good? Because it's 3 volumes long and the mangaka doesn't have a chance to ruin her character. One, because we already know it's a prequel. It takes place before the show ish. And 2, it's only 3 volumes long, so he doesn't have enough time to ruin the character. And I loved it. I was like, oh, this is perfect. He's turning a new leaf. He's doing good. And now we're on season 5 of Rent-a-Girlfriend. And I can't stop watching. I can't escape it. I don't know how long this is, man. I don't know when the story ends. I know it has an end, and I heard that she rejects him at the end. That's the thing. I don't even care about spoilers. I just want it to end. Like, I don't care I'm pretty sure she rejects him at the end of the story. Which is fine. I think that I just want it to end. It hasn't finished, bro. Bro, I need this mangaka to like stop. Or maybe the anime studio is just gonna be like, nah, man, we're ending it here. We're ending it here. Hold on, let me see how long. But like, here's the main problem with Rent-a-Girlfriend. When season 1 came out, I really enjoyed it because it was relatively unique. To give the mangaka credit, his art is beautiful. He is an incredible artist. His character design is phenomenal. The outfits are good. Like, he is an incredible artist. It's insane how good his art is. So that was a good reason why I like the show, because the characters are really good. I really like the character designs. And if you strip it down to the first 12 episodes, it is good enough where it's relatively unique. Like, a rental girlfriend is kind of, as a premise for a show, that's a very interesting topic. The characters are fun enough. Basically, the whole plot, I guess if you haven't seen it, the main guy, who is a loser, he just says, I want to have a girlfriend. He gets broken up by some girl, the main villain. I don't worry about her. And he's like down in the dumps. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna rent out a girlfriend to make me feel better. And when he rents out the girlfriend, his grandma's in the hospital. She's like, oh shoot, I got to go see my grandma. Can you just come with me? And then they freak out. And now the whole thing is they have to lie, being like, this is my girlfriend, even though she's a rental girlfriend. And that's the whole show, is just keeping up the lie of she's a rental girlfriend, but she has to pretend to be my actual girlfriend. That's the whole show. So for one season, that's awesome. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. But the problem is, that's the whole show. Nothing there's no progress, there's no character arcs, no growth, no movement of the plot. It's the same thing for 5 seasons. Like, nothing changes. I'm not even exaggerating. There is no character growth for any character, maybe except Sumi-chan, because she can learn to talk to guys in a different story. There is no character growth at all from any character whatsoever. Oh, one of the grandmothers dies, which is technically growth to heaven. But yeah, it's an insane premise. It's just stupid because the mangaka doesn't want to end it. Yeah, I don't really want to get too deep into the manga, because the mangaka is like kind of an insane person. They're kind of losing their mind. Yeah, they're kind of going insane right now. I don't want to get into it because it's kind of sad and it's a little bit speculatory, and I don't want to dunk. I can dunk on his writing style. I can say he sucks at writing. He's terrible, you know. But I don't want to get into his personal life, because it's a little messed up. But and maybe we should stop supporting it. But I also can't stop watching. But yeah, 5 seasons and we're not even close to being done. We're probably never going to be done. This is One Piece. This is my One Piece. This is my One Piece, except apparently One Piece is really good. I'm never gonna watch it, but I'll watch infinite seasons of Rent a Girlfriend, I guess, because oh my gosh. And it's like, it's not even like a fun train wreck. I think I've described it to some of my friends as it's like Family Guy, whereas everyone in Family Guy is a terrible person. Like no one in Family Guy is a good person, but they lean into that, and they lean into the comedy of everyone being a terrible person, you know? Or like what is it, Always Sunny in Philadelphia or something like that. Every character is a horrible person, but it's funny. Rent a Girlfriend is like that. Every character is a terrible person, with the exception of Sumi-chan. And you know what? Maybe the neighbor. She's probably fine. She's a little weird though. But everyone is a terrible person, but it's not played for laughs. They want you to feel emotion. But they're all horrible people. So I don't feel for them. Like I don't feel bad for any of them. Joe's misunderstood. Okay, I'll give you Joe. Joe's kind of okay. The ads are saving us. No, I skipped the ads. I skipped the ads. I snoozed the ads. You're all listening to this. Oh man. God, what a rant. I've been waiting to rant about that for a long time. So don't worry, Gare, the rant is over. It's over, guys. The rant is done. I just wanted to snooze the ads so you didn't have to watch ads while I ended the stream. So okay. Ibuki, I'm really sorry you had to hear all this. I do apologize. I apologize, Ibuki. We raid Maria. Okay. Okay, fine. I guess we'll raid somebody. I'm just kidding. We're gonna raid Maria Latte. Isn't she playing with Eraser? Warframe. She's playing Warframe. Oh my gosh. All right, Ronan, could you get the raid message, please? Oh my god. Koyuki, shut up. Thank you. All right, we are going to raid Maria Latte, a very, very good friend of mine. Go ahead and grab those raid messages. I appreciate you guys hanging out today. I will be back tomorrow. We're gonna play Moto Slice. I really do hope you. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be really fun. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go to bed and wake up and stream again. But we'll be finishing this. I don't know, man. It's gonna be like so many streams. We're gonna be playing this chapter forever. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out. We're gonna send it on to Maria, my good friend. She's playing Warframe. Well, she's going to be. She's just started. Oh my god, you guys are going hard on the redeems. Enjoy the redeems. Here, I'll put some mambos in for free. All right, I'm gonna go now. Bye bye.